Hey everyone! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Sorry for the 2-minute delay. I just realized our chat wasn't working like right before we went live. So I was like scrambling in the background to make sure that it worked because I love being here with you guys and being able to chat with you. So I wanted to make sure that it was good and everything looks like it is awesome. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, go ahead and type a heck yes in the chat. I just want to say welcome. I see a lot of new faces here. I see a lot of new names here. And a lot of people in the chat that are brand new that have never been to one of my online classes. So if that is you, I just want to say a huge warm welcome to you. And if you have been to one of my classes before, I just want to say welcome back. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm actually going to start a live over here on Instagram because we want to invite as many people to this class as possible. So hey everyone over on live, if you're joining in, I am teaching a free class. Come on over, click the link in my bio, and you can join in too. So I'm just excited to be here with you guys. I'm seeing a bunch of heck yeses in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're going to give it just a couple minutes for people to join in, for people to get all situated. But one thing I will say right now, if you're already here, grab a notebook. You're going to want to have a notebook. I don't have one on me right now, but you're going to want to grab a notebook, grab a pen, grab a notebook. We're going to be taking a ton of notes tonight. And I want to make sure that you have all of that stuff to write it down. So if you don't already have that, go grab a notebook. I also just want to say, we have a lot of international people here today, and I understand that it's like 2 or 3 a.m. where you're at. And if that's you, go ahead and type in the chat. Just type in the chat nighttime. Let me know that you are watching from international. It's actually probably morning time for you. I just want to say thank you for being here. No matter where you're watching in, I'm excited that you're here, but like, that is pretty amazing. I saw some people saying like, I'm going to be up at 3 a.m. watching this. So if that's you, I hope I can give you energy to kickstart your day, whether you have gone to bed or you're still awake. I'm not sure. But I'm just excited that you're here. We've got Canada. We've got Nigeria. Yes, a lot of international. Australia here, which is like it's tomorrow over there. So crazy. Nighttime, says Elspeth. Oh my gosh. I'm just excited that you guys are here. I found you on Insta to watch. Yay. I'm so glad that you're here. And you guys, again, if you're on Instagram, I just want to say as we get started, come on over to the link in my bio because you're going to want to see all these slides. The slides are the most important thing. So if you're on Instagram, come on over. We're literally live in 2 places over here. So, all right. We're going to dive in. One thing that I just want to say, especially for those of you who are new and who haven't been to one of my classes before, first off, again, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. I talk really quickly and we're going to be going through things really fast. So again, grab a notebook and pen. If for some reason something goes out or something doesn't quite line up right, usually it's on your end. So we are recording this, but if something goes out, usually the best thing that you can do is just hit refresh on your screen. And usually it fixes everything. I will say if you are watching on your phone, sometimes it can be a little funky with the chat and the video. So my recommendation is if you're on your phone, I would recommend not typing in the chat. Now, throughout the class, I'm going to have you typing in the chat, all of that kind of stuff. But because it kind of gets a little funky, just stay on the video. I would rather you see the slides. And I know that you're typing in the chat in your mind. You can just say it out loud if you want to. But it just makes it a little bit easier. So if something goes wrong, if the sound cuts out, the video freezes, usually it's just something you just have to refresh and it's usually your connection. So just wanted to say that before we jump in. But we're going to get started, you guys. We're going to have a super fun time. Let me just give you a quick rundown. We're going to be going through the class. Like I said, I talk fast, so make sure to keep up. But at the very end, we're going to be doing a live Q&A. And I don't really do live Q&As anywhere. So this is your chance to ask me any questions about Instagram. I'm going to be here afterwards hanging out with you and chatting. So make sure to stay till the end because we're going to dive in deep to all of this stuff. So I'm going to switch over to my slides and you guys can see it says how to get more dream clients without feeling like you have to keep up with Instagram. I'm so excited that you guys are here. If you're excited, type a heck yes in the chat box right now. Nicole says, this is my first class, but I love watching your YouTube videos. I love it. I love it. Has it started yet? I can't see anything. Can somebody just let them know in the chat box just to hit refresh and usually it fixes it. Awesome. And we also have my assistant in the chat as well. You'll see that JD assistant. That's my husband. His name's Mark. You can say hi to Mark in there as well. He is going to be helping you guys out in the chat, but it looks like everything is working on our end. So, let me mute myself. I've got 2 computers going on here. All right. So in tonight's class, I'm going to be showing you how you can make the shift from feeling uninspired, overwhelmed and stressed out by trying to keep up with Instagram. And I know that so many of you have shared those things with me, that you're uninspired, you're overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you're stressed out by just trying to keep up with Instagram. And by the end of our time together, by the end of this class, you're going to have a toolkit to help you post consistently and save you a few hours a week on Instagram. And so I'm so excited to introduce to you this toolkit to help you save stress, help you post consistently, and honestly help you just save time. So before we get started, one thing that I really want to ask you is to put your phone on silent. I mean, who has their phone on ringer anymore? I keep my phone on silent all the time, but basically get rid of distractions. I would love for you, if you want to, take a quick little boomerang or video or post or whatever. If you haven't already done that, go ahead and share it on Instagram, and you can tag me in it as well. But then once you've done that, go ahead and put the phone away, because I don't want there to be any distractions that make you distracted from what we're teaching. Like I said, I'm going to be talking quickly, and I would hate for you to miss something. So close the door, get rid of any distractions, put the kids away, whatever that looks like. Grab a notebook and pen. For those of you who are joining here on Instagram, head on over to the link in my bio so you can see all these slides, but you're gonna want a notebook and pen to write down notes, because the hairstylists that are here you guys are driven because you're here, but the hairstylists that take notes in these classes are always the ones that retain more information and see more results, because they're able to retain more information by taking notes. So grab a notebook and pen, and ultimately just get ready to learn a ton and start saving time creating content for Instagram. So I get it. Here's the thing. Life and business and Instagram has probably felt a little overwhelming lately. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I've just been feeling all the feels lately, whether you're getting back into the salon, if you're one of our California stylists who's just kind of getting back into the salon, or maybe you've been in the salon for a couple months now at this point. And regardless, it just feels like so much of this year has been really overwhelming. And so I just want to kind of get a quick temperature check of where you're at. So if you could type in the chat box and just let me know where you're at. Number one, maybe you're feeling exhausted, trying to keep up with everything at the salon, with sanitizing, disinfecting, getting clients to come back in, trying to call them up and saying, oh my gosh, I have all these holes in my schedule, like whatever that might look like, right? Maybe it's wearing a mask, and ultimately it's starting to wear down on you. And Instagram is the last thing on your mind. If you're feeling like that, go ahead and type a number one in the chat box. Number two, maybe you're feeling just uninspired or unmotivated to try to keep up with Instagram. Something that used to be fun, like you enjoyed posting on Instagram, just isn't really exciting you the same way anymore. And you kind of feel a little over it. If that's you, go ahead and type a number two. Maybe number three, you're feeling guilty because you know that you probably should be posting on Instagram more, but it's literally the last thing you want to do when you get home from a 10-hour plus day, standing on your feet, talking to clients, wearing a mask, a 10-hour salon day. So maybe you're just feeling guilty because you haven't been posting as much. Go ahead and type a three. And maybe number four, maybe you're just overwhelmed by everything there is to do on Instagram. I mean, you hear people talking about the algorithm, you hear now Reels is a thing. And not only do you not know what to post or what to say in your captions, but with all these new things like Reels popping up and IGTV and Instagram Live and stories, and you just feel like you have so much to do that you just end up staring blankly at your phone, or you scroll to try to find something in your gallery to post. And ultimately you just give up and throw your hands over the air and you don't post at all anything. So number one, you're exhausted trying to keep up. Number two, you're uninspired or unmotivated right now. Number three, you're not posting enough, feeling a little guilty about that. Or number four, you're just overwhelmed and you don't know what to post or say. I'm going to head over to the chat. It's like 1, 3, and 4 says Allison. 3 and 4 says Happy Barber. Lisa says all of the above. Hannah says 2, very unmotivated lately, but also 4. Somebody says not enough clients, major holes on my days off. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting too old for this social media stuff, says Stephanie. All of the above. 3 and 4, all the above. And I love that you guys are saying all the above. I think that that is so true, right? All the above. Oh my gosh. 4 says Sunshine. Steph says 1 and 3. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are feeling this way, and that's, I know, why you joined this class in the first place. And so I just want to say that no matter how you're feeling, whether you typed a 1, 2, 3, 4, all the above, whatever, I want to be the first to say that your feelings are valid. You guys, we have gone through an insane year as an industry. And whether you're feeling exhausted or tired or overwhelmed or stressed out or anxious or over it or whatever, you're allowed to feel that way. And my job as a Instagram educator is to help you get your time back when it comes to creating content so that Instagram feels enjoyable again. I want it to feel easy. I want it to feel like it's something that you want to do versus something that you just have to do. And so my hope after today's class is that you walk away feeling that way. And so let me do a quick little introduction though, because I know we have a lot of new people in this class. And in fact, if this is your first time hanging out or being on one of my classes, just go ahead and type the word new in the chat. And if you've been on one of my classes before, go ahead and write returner. I don't even know if that's a word, but go ahead and type it in the chat either way. I'd love to kind of get a check of who is here and new and who's a returner, who's an OG. But in either way, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me tonight. My name is Jamie Dana. If we have not met, I'm a hairstylist, salon owner, and educator. And ultimately, my goal is to help hairstylists like you have a business and life they love using Instagram. And so let's take it all the way back to 11 years ago. This is actually the first photo that I took in beauty school, my very first roller set. I was so proud of Deborah's roller set right there. But this is baby Jamie. I was 18 years, or not even 18 years old. I was 16 years old in beauty school. And I had no idea at the time when I took this photo what was ahead of me. And I think probably for so many of you, you probably have felt the same way, right? You got into this industry so excited, so passionate about doing hair, thinking that it was going to be so fun to build a business, and that didn't quite happen. And so probably you started at a salon and you started to, take clients and started to, try to build your clientele. And maybe you're somewhere along the line. Maybe you're still in cosmetology school. Maybe you're already, graduated. Maybe you've been doing this for 10 years, but ultimately, they don't teach you really how to grow a business in beauty school. And so you get out, you're kind of thrown into this world, you're thrown into assisting, and it's hard. It's hard to build a business. It's hard to get clients. And even if you do get clients, maybe they're like walk-in clients or clients that aren't like the best kind of clients, like the clients that like tell you how to blow dry their bangs. You know what I'm talking about? Like Carol with like the 6N root touch up, who's always like, oh, no, honey, this is how you blow dry my bangs, right? Like that's who I'm talking about. Sorry to any Carols out there. But you know what I'm talking about, right? That's the kind of clients that you get. And I think so often hairstylists end up not necessarily loving their job because A, it's really hard to get clients, and B, it's really hard to get clients that you love and to do services that you love. So this is me, again, baby Jamie, trying to grow my clientele. These are some of the first social media photos that I have ever posted. Got some good quality there. But ultimately, I decided to leave the salon that I was at after being there for about 5 years, and I started to open up my own salon suite. And that was kind of a pivotal moment in my career because I realized that I could actually use Instagram to grow my business. And this was a couple years ago. This was probably about 5 years ago when Instagram was still very early on in its phase. And I started to figure out, okay, how can I post and how can I share and how can I start to get dream clients from Instagram and start to do the services that I want? And so when I moved into my salon suite, I wasn't that booked. I still had holes and gaps in my schedule, like so many of you have shared here with me, that you have holes and gaps in your schedule still, and you weren't consistently booked. But then I started to really get intentional with my Instagram, and I started to work on it and post consistently and create content that spoke exactly to my dream client. And within a matter of 6 months, I was able to go from not that booked at all to booked out 2 to 3 months in advance with a waiting list and with people who are willing to pay higher end prices and get the services that I wanted to do. So here's a picture of me and my dream client. I love this client. She was awesome. But I was able to enjoy my job again. I wasn't just clocking in, doing Carols all day long, right? I was actually like able to do what I loved. But ultimately, over time, as I started to grow my business and my book started getting more and more busy, and I was trying to keep up with everything, I was that person that I shared about earlier, right? I was coming home exhausted after standing on my feet all day and feeling like I had to just keep up with Instagram, and felt like I kept having to post and share in order to get clients because Instagram was the thing that had grown my business to this point. But at the same time, I was so burnt out that I didn't want to continue working on it. So I got to this point where One day I came home from the salon so tired, so exhausted, and I sat down on the couch and I started bawling. And I told Mark, I said, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep up with the way that I'm doing life. Yeah, I'm making good money. Yeah, I have clients, but I am so burnt out. And that was the first time that I think I really had ever felt major burnout. And I even had the question of, do I even want to do this anymore? And he asked me that. He said, do you even still want to do hair? And I know deep down inside that I did, but there was something inside of me that was dead. There was something inside of me that was uninspired, unmotivated, not passionate anymore about it. And I knew something needed to change. And so that year, I decided to get a lot more organized with my business. I decided to get way more systematized. And I started to get smarter with my Instagram and not feel like I had to post all the time and do all these things and just feel like I was all over the place. And so what I decided to do was what I'm going to teach you today is create content in a way that took away that stress, that took away that overwhelm. And so I started to create content in like a content bank and to schedule out my posts and all the things that we're going to talk about today. And that changed my life. Because instead of Instagram feeling like a chore or like this job that I had to do or something that I just keep up with, I was able to transition it and make it easy and fun again. And now I love Instagram. I am obsessed with Instagram Reels. I'm having so much fun and I'm able to grow my business and actually make real money behind the chair as a stylist and as an educator because of my Instagram. And so I've been able to have so many crazy opportunities because of Instagram. And I just want you to know that it's possible for you too, that you don't have to live in that stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, unmotivated, uninspired place anymore, that Instagram can be fun and can be easy again. So real quick, I wanted just to do a quick exercise with you. And I want you to imagine, if you want to close your eyes with me, that works as well. But I want to ask you this question. Can you imagine what it would feel like to have a toolkit and plan for your Instagram that alleviates stress and overwhelm while helping you attract new followers that turn into dream clients? What would that feel like? And in fact, I would actually love for you, if you have a notebook, I would love for you to write down one word of how that would feel to no longer be stressed out or overwhelmed and instead be able to actually attract new followers that turn into dream clients. Just write down a word. If you want to type it in the chat box, I'd love to hear it as well. If you have a Post-it note, maybe this is a word that you write down on a Post-it note. And I want you just to write down this word. So let me see here. Head over to the chat. The universe is telling us, all of us who are unmotivated, to keep going. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like this all the time, says Stephanie. Mari says, I feel you. Yes. Jazz says it would feel relieving. Dawn says it would feel free. Steph says magical. Anna says peace. Jesse says a miracle. LOL. Relief, says Adriana. Relief, says somebody else. Glorious, a dream, light, happy, bliss. Oh my gosh. I love all of these words. Grateful, fantastic. The price of sunshine says just better. That's it. Just better. I would feel a lot better. Logan says I'd feel in control. I'd feel invigorated. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I want you to remember this word. And maybe for you, you need to take a photo of it. And this is something that you post on your Instagram stories. Again, maybe it's a Post-it note that you put down. But I want you to imagine what that would feel like, because what I'm going to share with you today is this toolkit and plan for your Instagram that's going to alleviate that stress and overwhelm while helping you actually grow your business. So throughout today's class, there's one thing that I want you to know. And as we get started, I want you to realize that there is something deeper at play here. It's not just something of like, Instagram, yeah, I need to use it, but it's so important now more than ever to be showing up consistently on Instagram as a hairstylist. And here's why. You guys ready? I'm ready to get jumping into this because this is huge. So I think so often that we think that Instagram is only for gaining new clients. Maybe you've thought that. Maybe in the chat box, if you want to raise your hand to say like, yeah, I've thought that before. Maybe you've thought that Instagram is only to gain new clients. But here's the actual truth. Right now, it's not just about gaining new clients. It's also about retaining current clients. And so I'm going to walk you through a framework that I came up with. It's called the RAN framework, because this is vitally important to be understanding right now that Instagram isn't just to get new clients, hopefully get more followers, get new clients, right? It's about retaining the current clients that you have. So I'd love for you to type in the chat box, which one are you right now? Number one, are you so busy with clients and so booked out for months or weeks in advance that you can't even think straight? Or number two, are you not that busy, not that booked, and you still need to gain new clients? You've got holes and gaps in your schedule. You look at your schedule next week and you're like, another cancellation, or whatever the case might be. Go ahead and type in number one. Number one, you're so busy, so booked, can't think straight. Or number two, you're not busy, not booked, need to gain clients. And I'm loving your guys' words. Oh my gosh, I'm just catching up in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. Take a sip of water here. I told you guys I talk fast, which means I got to drink water. I got to stay hydrated. I love it on Instagram too. I'm seeing a lot of twos in the chat right now on Instagram. I love this. I think it's so fun to be able to be in two places. Let me hit refresh here on the chat. On the web page. I'm telling you guys, our chat was being weird earlier today, so I apologize with that. I'm seeing a lot of ones, a lot more twos though, a lot of twos. Okay, two. Yes, okay, awesome. So here's the thing, no matter what you typed in, a 1 or a 2, clients are looking for new stylists now more than they ever have before. And this is good news. It means two things. Number one, if you're not as booked as you want to be, if you typed in a number 2 in the chat box, if you're not booked as you want to be, this is an opportunity for you to attract new clients right now. Clients are out searching on Instagram. They are literally shopping around for new stylists. And the reason why is I think a lot of clients stay with stylists that maybe they're not super happy with, or, maybe they've settled. And COVID, this break, has given them a chance to, you know what? I'm going to try somebody new. I'm not going to go back to the stylist that I'm not very happy with. So this gives them an opportunity to try something new. So for you, if you're not as booked as you want to be, you not only have an opportunity to attract new clients right now, but they're literally looking for you. And if you already are booked out and busy, or if you have clients right now, this is also a time that you must make this time to retain your current clients and nurture potential clients. So no matter what you typed in, if you're a 1 or a 2, this time right now is vitally important. So your goal right now as a hairstylist should be to A, retain clients. I don't know why I said A. Retain clients, retain current clients, attract new clients, and nurture potential clients. This is what I call the RAN framework. So everything that we do on Instagram isn't just about getting new clients. It's first about retaining our current clients, because it is so much easier to keep a happy client than it is to get a new client. In fact, there's studies done so much on the internet of how it's so much easier to keep a client or keep a customer than it is to go out and get a new one. It's so much cheaper to do that. So number one, our goal should be retain our current clients and serve them and pour into them, then attract new clients, and then nurture potential clients. So this is the RAN framework that we're going to be working through this entire course. And in fact, if you're not posting on Instagram consistently, your business will not only not be growing, but it could actually be shrinking. If you're just working on attracting new clients, just the A, and you're not working on retaining current clients or nurturing those potential clients, your business could actually be shrinking and you could actually be losing clients, which breaks my heart. I don't want you to be losing clients or have your business shrinking, but so many stylists aren't focused on the right thing. And that's why posting consistently on Instagram is so important. So I want you to think, and you don't need to answer this in the chat at all, but I want you to think, am I utilizing the RAN framework with my Instagram page and my content? And we're going to talk today about how you can actually do that. But I know some of you might be thinking, okay, well, what the heck? Where am I supposed to find time to post consistently and write engaging captions? Half the time, squeezing in a lunch break is dang impossible, right? Or I'm just running around disinfecting things all day. I don't even have time to take photos or do all the things. Or maybe you're thinking, I finished the end of my day and I'm just uninspired by Instagram. I'm kind of over it. I just don't feel that excitement for it anymore. The last thing I want to do is figure out what to post. So if that is you, And I know for some of you, that is you. I want to share with you something that I think will really help you. So I'm going to walk you through how to continue to show up and put the RAN framework in place without getting overwhelmed or burnt out from creating content or posting on Instagram, because that's the key. We could do all these things and then you're like putting the RAN framework in place and you're just like spinning your wheels and getting more busy. That's not my goal. My goal is to help you put this framework into place and not be overwhelmed or burnt out with creating content or posting on Instagram. So today we're going to walk through 3 challenges that you might be facing with Instagram and how to overcome them. If you are excited to overcome these challenges, go ahead and type a heck yes in the chat box. I know I've asked you to type that one before, but it's my favorite phrase. So we're going to have you type it in the chat box. Shauna says, I'm a number 1, but I feel exhausted. Yes. LOL facts, says Happy Barber. I love it. Oh my gosh. Same here. I can't get a job right now because I'm home with the kids during school hours. Yeah, I think there's so many different things that we're dealing with right now as stylists, and our industry has really been hit in a very funky way. So somebody says, I can't find a good spot for pictures in my new spot, so I'm just uninspired to post. Yeah, I totally get it. And we're going to talk about that, actually. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Heck yes, heck yes, heck yes. I'm seeing them in here. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. Challenge number 1 is I'm uninspired or I'm unmotivated to post. Literally what people are typing in the chat right now. So if you feel like you're uninspired or unmotivated, or you just kind of don't feel excited about it, it could be because you're only posting one type of content. So I'm going to show you guys an Instagram page here. And these are the kind of pages that I see on Instagram all the time. Now, can anybody tell me in the chat box what kind of content this Instagram page is posting all the time? It's just boring hair photos, right? Boring hair photos. I call these mugshot photos where it's like the front, the back, the side, like there's nothing exciting here. And so often I see stylists just posting hair photo after hair photo after hair photo after hair photo. And I could understand why you're a little bored with Instagram. I would be bored too. And in fact, you're probably missing out on followers because no one really wants to follow a page that has the exact same thing over and over again. So here's a different page that has a lot more variety, right? We've got processing photos, we've got different types of hair photos, product shots, photos of the stylist working, salon photos. There's a lot more variety here. And then here's another page. This one has a lot of hair photos, right? Some different kind of stock photos in there. But you can even see with the hair photos, they're a little bit more unique. These aren't mugshot photos, right? They got the client's hands in the hair. There's braids. There's something interesting to look at. And so as you can see from page number 1 versus page number 2 or 3, page number 2 or 3 has a lot more interest. And so if you're feeling uninspired, it could be that you're just bored with the content that you've been creating. So I'm going to share with you why we need to be sharing different types of content, but also I'm going to give you a lot of ideas. So adding different types of content will help you stand out from other stylists and salons in your area and entice somebody to click the follow button. So if we go back, I think page number 1 is not going to entice anybody to click the follow button because it just looks like every other page out there. But the other pages look interesting. They look unique. And so you're standing out from other stylists and it's enticing somebody to click the follow button. So I want you to ask yourself, what is making you stand out from other stylists or salons in your area? Is your page making you stand out? Is it making somebody want to click the follow button? And if you can't answer with a heck yes, then chances are you got to change it up. So adding different types of content will not only help you stand out, but it'll help you nurture your potential clients and turn them into actual clients. So this is in the way that you're writing your captions, in the way that you're talking to people. You want to nurture those potential client relationships. So instead of just focusing on getting new clients, let's focus on the people that you already have following you and turn them into actual clients. So I want you to ask yourself here, is your content helping you and your audience get to know, like, and trust you? Is this turning somebody into an actual client? Is your content, your photos, your videos, your Instagram reels, your captions helping you create that deeper relationship with your audience for them to turn into clients? And the last thing that it does is it helps you build a stronger relationship with your current clients. So again, here's the RAN framework. It's helping you attract new clients. It's helping you nurture those potential clients. And it's also helping you retain those current clients. So are you using your content to strengthen your relationship with your current clients? And this is in a way of talking with them through captions, building up connections with product photos, or talking exactly to what they need. And so when your client comes into the salon, they can say, oh my gosh, I saw that post that you did on Instagram. It was so fun, right? Just showing hair photo after hair photo after hair photo. Clients are going to get bored too. They're going to bounce. They're not excited about that. So how are you strengthening your relationship with your current clients with your content? So again, here's that RAN framework. Retain current clients, attracting new clients, and nurturing those potential clients. So I actually polled my audience and I asked them, I said, in your last 9 photos, how many of them are hair photos? And the majority of them said 7 or more of their last 9 photos were hair photos. Only a few stylists said they had a mix of hair and other photos, and less than 20% of stylists said they had equal parts hair and other photos. And the reason why these stats are important is if you can fall into the 20% of stylists that are doing something different, guess what? You're going to stand out from other stylists in your area, and you're going to start attracting the right kind of clients. So I want to ask you a question and type in the chat box. How many of your last 9 photos are of hair? Now, every time I do this, we always get a variety of answers, but I would love to know where you're at. And I even see comments in here. Any suggestions on cosmetology student pages? It's been difficult to make it interesting. Yes, we're getting there. Don't even worry. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. You guys are so cute. How can I see what you're looking at? Are you sharing your screen? Yes, I am. Let me double check to make sure that it is sharing. It is. Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Okay, so somebody says 9 of my photos are hair photos. 6, 9, 8, 8, 5, 5. All of them, says Charlotte. 8, 7, 9 out of 9. Shauna says 4. Good job, Shauna. 7, 7, 5. All of them. 9, 6. LOL. 9. LOL. All of them. Okay, awesome. So I love it. I feel like we are in. We needed to have this conversation, guys. I see only a few people saying that a few of them are not. So I'm glad we had this talk. All right. So let's talk about some new photo ideas, because this is so important. Because right, like I could just say like, hey, change up your content, but you're like, okay, well, what do I put in there? So let's actually give you some actual ideas. So here's an idea: stock photos. So this could be products, this could be tools, shears, phone, a notebook. These kind of photos are perfect to help break up your feed, help you give a different piece of content to share. So a lot of these photos are great to add in captions with educating your clients, or talking about a specific service, or talking about a particular product or tool, or how you're booking your clients, or that you had a last minute opening. Stock photos are a great way to add in different pieces of content. It helps break up the eye, and it gives you something different to talk about. Next one is tips and tricks posts. So this could be Style Saturday, Main Monday, Technique Tuesday, whatever, right? Quick tips. This could be, again, a stock photo. This could be a processing photo. This could be a photo of you working on a client, a video, a reel, whatever that might look like. This could be tips and tricks, different types of posts. Next one is personal photos. So I know that a lot of people don't actually share personal photos on their Instagram. And this is so important, because not only are clients looking to make a relationship with you in the chair, but they want to get to know you on Instagram before they ever step foot in the salon. So this could be a photo of you and your dog, you and your partner, you and your kids, a photo of you doing something you love. Here's a photo of me at California Adventure at Disneyland, a photo with me and Mark, a photo of me and the dog, a selfie, any kind of personal photo to help your audience get to know you better. And last but not least, salon photos. Photos of the inside, photos of the outside, photos of the reception area, photos of you working on a client, whatever that might look like. Clients, again, want to know what that customer experience is going to be before they ever step foot in the salon. So they want to see what your salon looks like, maybe your station, again, product photos. All of these things are helpful for that client to understand a little bit more about you. Now, I know for some of you, you're getting back into the salon and you don't necessarily have a ton of photos yet, or you're kind of used up a lot of the photos. So let's talk about finding old content. So in your phone, I guarantee you that you have content that is just sitting there. So I want you to go through your gallery and find old photos or videos in your phone that you never used before. And I bet you'd be surprised at how many good photos you've never used. So if you're out of content or you're bored with the content that you have, scroll through your phone. You actually probably have some stuff hidden in your gallery that you just forgot about. Or you can even re-edit some old photos. So I'm going to show you guys some examples from my friend Painted Hair. Patricia is amazing on Instagram. She has done a great job with her content. And I guarantee you that she has posted these photos before, right? She's probably posted the side-by-side photo, but you can see she's literally edited these photos together. So she's probably posted the processing photo before, but then she posted it with the after photo, right? Next side-by-side. Or she's probably posted these curly wavy hair photos on their own, but then she did a side-by-side photo and was able to ask some different, something different in her caption, right? Like blonde or brunette, which one do you like? Straight or wavy, right? Here's another one with like an inspiration photo. So she's literally repurposing content just by what she already has. So I love this example. She's got a ton of great ones. There's also just so many great ideas on like Behind the Chair, Modern Salon, American Salon. Go check out those pages, but you can definitely reuse your old content. And reuse photos that you've already posted. So it's okay to reuse photos. You just want to change up the caption or the story around it. So an example would be throwback to when I did this color correction, or throwback to when I did this amazing braid set, or throwback to when this wedding happened, whatever that might look like. Reuse old photos and just change up the caption. So I want to show you guys some examples from some of our actual Social Suite members. So I have a membership called Social Suite, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it at the end, but I want to show you some examples from our members. So this is Jamie's page, and I love Jamie's page because, as you can see, it just has so much personality. She's got a mix of personal photos of her and her partner, her and her son and her dog, the family photos, her on vacation. Then she also uses stock photos that fit her brand and help tell a deeper story. So these could be photos, again, of how she's booking clients, or that she is booked up, or whatever the case might be. Then she mixes in photos of her work. But I don't know about you, but I think her page looks so fun. It's easy to consume. You want to scroll down and see more. You're interested at what she's going to post next. It shows off her work really well. She's not getting rid of her work. And you also feel like you know her. Like you have a little peek into her life with her son and her dog, right? And her husband, and just all the things that she's up to. So I love how she's used that. Here's another one from Chandler. He's also one of our members. And I love it because he's got lifestyle photos of him working at coffee shops. He loves to do photos like that. Then he also mixes in his work with the stock photos to tell a story and make his page flow. So he definitely has a lot of pops of greenery in his page, and he incorporates the different colors in his stock photos and different product photos and just photos of him to add that flow. And again, you're still seeing his work, but it's still so much more fun to look at. And it makes you want to click the follow button because you want to see what's coming next. And lastly, here's Mayim. I love Mayim's page. She specializes in curls and all different kinds of hair. But oh my gosh, I love her page because she's got photos of her working behind the chair, doing clients. She does videos of her clients. Then she mixes in product and stock photos of different products that she's using or talking about. She's actually been so amazing at speaking about the type of products that she's using. And then she mixes in photos of her work, right? So she's got her curly clients and her balayage clients and her silk press clients. And she just does a really great job. And her page flows so beautifully because she's curated it so well. And I also want to share with you a story from Steph. She's actually one of our Social Suite members. And she said, I feel like I've gained so many new clients by just doing what Jamie taught me to do, by adding in different types of photos, like putting up a picture of me and interacting with clients' posts and then a stock photo. This has really helped my Instagram feed. New clients pop up all the time. And I don't think it's because of my photos of my work. I think it's because of the stock photos and the engagement that's making them pop up. I've had so many new clients because of my Instagram. So if I haven't convinced you enough to add in different types of photos, I hope that these stories have convinced you to try out new types of content. Steph has gotten a ton of followers, a ton of new clients by changing it up and adding in different types of content. All right. We're moving on to challenge number 2. I hope that you guys have gotten so many new ideas. In fact, I'd love to know in the chat box, just type in the word new idea. New idea. That's 2 words. Type in the chat box, new idea, if you got a new idea on something that we talked about today. I love it. You guys are saying like giving me all the fall vibes. Jamie's page totally gives me all the fall vibes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, awesome. So challenge number 2 is I am overwhelmed trying to keep up with posting. And I know so many of you shared that with me. And so I'm going to share with you a system that not only do I use, but this is something that we teach all of our members inside of Social Suite and inside of our other program, OHotGram, to help them keep up with posting. So I use the Planoly app. Now, if you have been following me for a long time, I was a huge fan of the Plan app. And guess what? The Plan app tanked and it doesn't work anymore. So I switched over to Planoly. So I've been using the Planoly app. And if you're using a tool like the Planoly app to organize your posts, and then you can actually set a time to remind you to post at the time that you scheduled. So you can see I've got a little calendar here. And let's say I'm like, I want to post tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I want to post this photo tomorrow at 8 a.m. I can set the time. And then what it's going to do is it's going to remind me to post at that time. Now, I'm going to share with you not only with this app, but I'm going to share with you a system of how you can integrate this app into your life so that Instagram becomes a lot easier. So what you're going to do once a week, you're going to batch your content. Basically what this is going to look like, you're going to select the photos that you want to post. You're going to edit those photos. Then you're going to put them into a planner app. So you're going to do all of this once a week. So maybe your day off is Monday and you're like, you know what? I'm going to spend an hour on Monday and batch my content. So once a week, you're going to spend an hour. You're going to batch your content. You're going to get all your photos. Let's say you want to post 4 times this week. You're going to select those 4 photos. You're going to edit them. And then you're going to put them into the planner app. Then you're going to plan out your week's worth of content. So maybe it's Monday and you're like, you know what, I'm going to post Tuesday at 8 a.m. and then Thursday at 6 p.m. and then Saturday at whatever time, right? You're going to plan all of that out. Then you're going to type out the captions and hashtags for every single post. So then you don't have to do it later. So when you go to post at Saturday at 8 a.m., bam, it's done. It's ready for you. You already have the photo. It's already edited. You already have the caption written, the hashtags. And then you're just going to schedule the times for those posts. So it makes it so much easier. So you're not having to stress. And I think so often we get in the habit of just like, okay, well, let me just go find a photo. And then crap, I got to write a caption. So like, I don't know what to talk about, but I need to post because I haven't posted in a while. And then, oh shoot, I got to edit this photo. Will this photo even look good with my feed? And we're doing all these things simultaneously and like trying to do it all at once instead of just batching it and batching it once a week. And this will be a game changer if you can do that. And then at the end, I'm also going to tell you guys about how you can get your hands on a content planner and toolkit that'll help you help you plan out the next 2 to 3 months of content planned for you. So I have taken out the guesswork in this toolkit and planner. And basically I have shared with you, okay, let's say you want to plan out your next 2 to 3 months of content. This is what you're going to post, and this is how you're going to post it. And plus, it has a ton of different ideas. So at the end, I'm going to share with you how you can get your hands on it for free, by the way. And then that's specifically just for people who are here. So stay tuned till the end. I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on this for free because I want you to be able to plan out your next 2 to 3 months of content and make your life a lot easier. So on top of that, now that you have your once a week thing that you're going to be doing, you're batching, I want you to set weekly goals because I think so often it can feel very overwhelming to just have to do all of the things. So instead, if we set weekly goals, it's going to make our life a lot easier. So here's an example. Maybe just take 2 clients' photos this week. Instead of trying to take all the clients, all the photos, do all the things, just take 2 clients' photos this week. And maybe go into the salon 1 hour early to get those product or salon photos or photos of you working on a client or videos or a video tutorial. Go into the salon 1 hour early to do that. And then post 3 times on my feed and 2 times on my stories. And you can see how by setting these weekly goals for yourself, it makes it from this whole thing of like, okay, I got to create all the reels and I got to do all the things down to, okay, I can take 2 clients' photos. I can go into the salon 1 hour early. And you know what? I can post 3 times this week. That makes it a lot easier. And the only way to stop overwhelm is to set a plan and start taking baby steps. Don't make it too hard. Start easy. Give yourself grace and just keep moving forward. So often when we're in a state of overwhelm, it's a choice that we're making to stay there. And the only way to get out of overwhelm is to move forward and just start taking baby steps. Start taking small bite-sized pieces. And that is the only way to get out of overwhelm, because a lot of times, so often we just sit in overwhelm and we just start to freak out. And I want you to go back to the word that you wrote down earlier of, oh my gosh, it would feel empowering. It would feel amazing. It would feel so stress-free. That's going to be the thing that keeps you moving forward. And you can make the choice to continue to get out of overwhelm, and just by having that plan and start taking those baby steps. So just keep moving forward. You got this. And in fact, Jen Plus Color says, she's also one of our Social Suite members. She said, I love what I learned from joining the Social Suite to plan out my posts. And now I feel like I have the upper hand with what I'm going to share. I can just go into my planning app and see what I have planned, what captions I have ready, and just go in and post. It used to stress me out before, like, what am I going to post and when am I going to post it? Now I feel like I have more control over what I'm doing, and I'm way less stressed about it. So if you haven't been planning out your content and you're just feeling so stressed and so overwhelmed, I guarantee you that this could be a huge game changer for you. And I know that it might be tempting to skip posting. I know you might be like, hey, you know what? This week I'm just not posting. And ultimately, we do need mental health breaks. I understand that. But I want you to remember to ask yourself, your goal is, how can I be implementing the RAN framework and showing up for my clients? So you can't stop posting. You have to keep going. And with a system and a strategy in place, it's going to make it a lot easier. All right, moving on to challenge number 3. All right, this one is a big one. And I'm sure if this is something that you struggle with, just go ahead and type a yes in the chat box. It takes me forever to write captions, and I never know what to say. If this is you, if you felt this in the past, just go ahead and type a yes in the chat box. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm going to see it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay. So even though writing captions can feel like such a chore, they're actually a lot more important than you think. Here's the thing. Captions are the one thing that, number 1, boosts engagement. Number 2, establishes that know, like, and trust factor. And 3, turns a lurking follower into an actual client. And number 4, helps retain those current clients. And so if you have been feeling like your engagement is lower, or you're not quite converting client or followers into clients, or you're not even really retaining your current clients, or you're not getting them to book appointments, it probably comes down to your captions. And so often we tend to only focus on our photos, when in reality, captions are a much bigger deal than the photos. And in fact, captions tend to be the thing that turns a follower into a client. This is what gets a potential client to know, like, and trust you. So I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how to do this, but I know that this is the major struggle, right? You've got the perfect photo, you're ready to post, and you're like, oh my gosh, this photo is going to kill it. It looks so good. But then you go to type out your caption, and the only thing that comes to mind is blonde balayage or caramel macchiato latte again, right? Have you ever felt like the only thing that you can think of is like, this is a cool hair photo, or look at this really cool hair that I've done, right? Obviously, we can't keep posting that. So I'm going to walk you through what I call the SCS method. And this stands for strong caption structure. And this is going to help you write better captions so that you're not writing caramel macchiato balayage again. So here's the strong caption structure method. Number 1, it includes a strong, catchy headline to grab people's attention and make them click to read more. So back in the day, we didn't have to do this. Back in the day, it just showed the whole caption. But now Instagram limits how much of the caption is shown. So we have to have a strong, catchy headline to grab people's attention and click to read more. Number 2, a body of your caption that either educates, inspires, or entertains your audience by adding value. I'm going to show you guys an example of this in a second. And number 3, a closing question or call to action to make your audience engage with the post. If you're not adding this, a lot of times, that's probably why you're not getting the comments. It's why you're not getting the engagement, because there's not this closing question or call to action. So here's a weak caption example. Caramel balayage I did on my client yesterday. Call to book an appointment. Or caramel macchiato balayage. Insert coffee emoji. Okay. How many times have you written a caption like this? No shame. I can say that I've done it. Or like, happy Sunday, right? We've all been there. We've all done it. But instead, I want to show you what a strong caption could look like. So here's an example of a strong caption. How would you like to be able to go 6 months in between color appointments? Dang, that is a strong, catchy headline. Most clients are going to be like, heck yeah, I want to go 6 months in between color appointments. Here's the body. Yesterday, my client Jenny came in for her bi-yearly appointment. Because she's a new mom, she likes her hair to be low maintenance. So I decided to do a caramel balayage with brightness around her face to help her color last another 6 months. If you hate getting your hair done every 8 to 12 weeks or are looking for something lower maintenance, send me a DM and we can chat to see if this technique would be right for you. So we're educating, we're explaining what the process is, we're talking more about it. And then here comes our call to action. Who else thinks this color looks like a caramel macchiato? Raise your hand below if so. So you can see how we're adding in that education, we're adding value. We started with a strong, catchy headline. And lastly, we're actually closing with 2 call to actions. We're saying, send me a DM, let's get the conversation started. And raise your hand below if you think this looks like a caramel macchiato, right? So we're doing 2 different things here. But can you see the difference between the first caption and the second caption and why somebody would actually call to book an appointment with the second one versus the first one? In fact, Halima, she's one of our Social Suite members, she said she used this strong caption structure from our caption templates inside the program. And she said, Jamie, this got a huge response. She said, I got 119 comments and 943 likes. I really appreciate all the tips you offer to allow us to actually get results. You guys, this is possible. Literally, you can encourage your clients and followers to engage with you to get that engagement. And Carissa actually shared, I feel like my clients are responding to the captions and questions so much more than they were prior to using the Social Suite. It's making communication on Instagram more frequent with clients. I've also seen my clients scheduling their appointments sooner, aka retaining those clients, than normal because they see something on my page and they get excited about it. It's a fun way for my clients to see something different, but it's also making my clients schedule something right then and there. So you can see how captions not only attract new clients, they get engagement, but they're also retaining those current clients and nurturing that relationship with your current clients. Here's the thing that I want you to remember. It is important to keep showing up. By posting consistently and sharing valuable content that helps retain current clients, attract new clients, and nurture those potential clients, you'll be continuing to grow your business as a hairstylist, even through this time when things are so uncertain. And I know that it can feel overwhelming to post consistently on Instagram right now, but I want you to remember, can you imagine what it would feel like to have a toolkit and plan for your Instagram that alleviates stress and overwhelm while helping you attract new followers that turn into clients? This was a question that I asked you earlier. I had you write it down. And I want you to go back to that word, whatever you wrote down, how it would imagine to feel that way. And I want you to know, I want to actually ask you, how would it feel if you could easily be implementing the RAN framework into your Instagram, but have over 50% of your content already created for you? Go ahead and type in a chat box. Let me know how that would feel. If you could easily implement this, be posting consistently without the stress, without the overwhelm, and have 50% of your content already created for you. I love it. This is brilliant. People are saying, yes, wow, great comparison. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love the chat, you guys. This is just so fun getting to chat with you guys. Let's see here. Closing question. Yes, yes, yes. This is so, so good. And by the way, we will be doing Q&A at the end, so I will definitely make sure to answer your questions. Yes, yes, yes. Great. It would feel amazing. It would feel absolutely amazing. Satisfying, says somebody. Game changer. Awesome. It would feel crazy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Amazing. I'm seeing a lot of amazings. You guys know my language. You know that I love the word amazing. I'm feeling it. Cloud9, so relaxing, such a game changer, much needed. Love it. Okay. So can I share with you something that I think would be a huge game changer for you? I want to help you. My goal as an educator is to help you grow your business with Instagram. And I understand that it can feel overwhelming. It can feel stressful. It can feel like a lot. And I know that the stylists that get results on Instagram, that are attracting new clients, that are building their business, are the ones that are showing up consistently, the ones that are creating that content with the RAN framework in mind. And I want to make that easier for you. So to stop the overwhelm and to make Instagram easy, you need 3 things. Number 1, you need content. Number 2, you need community. And number 3, you need a consistent plan. So I'm going to share with you how you can get those 3 things easily. Number 1, let's talk about content. I want to introduce to you my membership called the Social Suite. And the Social Suite is an entire membership program that's a monthly content so that you're not stressed out about having to spend hours each week creating it all on your own, but instead able to easily show up on Instagram and consistently attract new clients while nurturing and retaining your current clients. So the Social Suite came about as a thing that I launched last year based on all of the stylists that I was working with that felt like they were struggling with showing up on Instagram, struggling with posting consistently. And so I thought, what if there was something that I could give to you that gave you monthly content so that you didn't have to be stressed out and have to spend hours doing it on your own? And so I want to share with you a little bit more about what the Social Suite is. But before I do that, I want to let you know that the Social Suite just got a huge upgrade. Now, some of you might have heard me talk about the Social Suite before. Maybe you were even a member before. Whatever the case might be, Social Suite got a pretty sweet upgrade. And I'm going to share with you exactly what it is. But we just released this upgrade at the beginning of the month. And this is what some of our members said. Jennifer was like, oh my gosh, so many bonuses. Christy said, you do such an excellent job of encouraging stylists. Okay, this content is amazing. This program was already so good, but now, oh my gosh, Jessica says, say what? This is beyond amazing and exciting. Like I didn't love it already. Jamie, Dana, and your team, you guys are freaking awesome. Even Sydney said, I'm so thankful for the team of people putting everything together to make the Social Suite so amazing. Joining this community has definitely been one of the best decisions I've made to help jumpstart my career. People were freaking out about this upgrade. So the Social Suite came out last November, and we just decided to do an entire upgrade, and I want to share it with you. So what's included? So every single month, you're going to get 45 stock photos. Now, the greatest thing about this is literally content that you don't have to create. So instead of having to worry about, shoot, I got to go take product photos, or oh my gosh, I got to go create those stock photos. Every single month, you're going to get delivered 45 stock photos so that you can post on Instagram consistently, incorporate them with your content, and you don't have to do it on your own. So here are some examples of what our stock photos have looked like in the past. We'd love to incorporate different types of things, whether you're a colorist, a hair cutter, specializing in curly hair, extensions, black hair, straight hair, whatever the case might be. We are making sure to include all of that for you. So here's again some of our examples. These are going to be designed in a way to help you show up better on Instagram and again, create that beautiful content. Whether you specialize again in weddings, styling hair, whatever it might look like, here again are some of those examples. You're also going to get 15 caption templates and prompts. And to be honest, this is actually the reason why so many of our members joined the membership in the first place. They love the caption templates and prompts. So basically what these are, they're fill in the blank caption templates and prompts. If you guys remember Mad Libs back in the day where it's like fill in an adjective or whatever, these are copy and paste from your phone. You can see the example here. You literally copy and paste them, you post them in, and then you just add in a few extra words or tweak it to make it sound a little bit more like you. And I want you to know that these caption templates and prompts are written with the SCS method in mind. And they're designed to help turn followers into clients. And so no more staring at your phone blankly, wondering what the heck you should post. These caption templates, you literally grab them, you paste them in, and there you are, you're good to go. Hair by Victoria, she said, social media never came easy to me. And she's like, I would post here and there, but it was becoming a full-time job. So before I joined Social Suite, she was actually considering hiring somebody to do her social media and her Instagram, but she realized it was really expensive. And so once she joined the Social Suite, she said, now Instagram is easy and manageable. I've had 5 new clients just from Instagram this week. She said, the captions are the best thing ever. I don't always use them word for word, but it makes it so much easier to come up with something cute and clever to say without spending hours trying to do it on my own, then getting fed up and not posting at all. She said, I would recommend the Social Suite to every hairstylist who feels like social media is a struggle. And she's one of the thousands of our members who have said the caption templates are by far the best thing ever. On top of that, we also released an Instagram Strategy of the Month mini training. So this is a brand new feature that we just added into the Social Suite, part of our upgrade, because I wanted to make sure that I was supporting you and giving you strategies for what is working right now on Instagram. So these Instagram Strategy of the Month mini trainings actually get released in the middle of the month. And every single one of these are designed to help you know what's working right now to help you turn those followers into clients. They're quick, easy to bite-sized pieces of content that you can consume very quickly. And we're also going to have fun little challenges in the Facebook group that go with these so that you're making sure that you're using Instagram in a way that attracts followers that turn into clients. You're also going to get a surprise monthly bonus of digital assets. So if I don't know if you know me, but I love to hook my people up. And so every single month we do these little fun monthly bonuses. There's also some little hidden sneak peeks inside the program, inside the membership that are like a bunch of other stuff that I'm not mentioning. So once you join in, go dig around because there's some other things in there as well. But every single month, you're going to get a little digital bonus. And so we've done things before where we've done Canva templates for pricing guides for Instagram stories, Instagram story highlights, post ideas, quotes, different things to help you show up more on Instagram for your clients and to give your Instagram a fun little makeover to help it feel more branded. And we've done these where they're customized so you can customize your own brand colors. Basically, it's like having a graphic designer in your back pocket so that you don't have to do this on your own. So those are a surprise every month. There's something new. And some of our members say these are like the best things ever. And lastly, the thing that you need is community. And so you also get access to a private Facebook community and support system. And I think this year, community is so much more important than it ever has been. If you're anything like me, I used to work at a salon that was not supportive, that didn't understand what I was doing. They didn't get it. And in fact, they would make fun of me for posting on Instagram and trying to get clients from Instagram. And I always felt alone, like I didn't have a support system. And so the reason why we included the Facebook group was it was because I wanted something for the person that is where I was at 5 years ago, that needs support, that needs a place to ask questions, that wants to be around like-minded hairstylists. And so this is just a few of the stories about our Facebook group, but literally people say the Facebook group is their favorite part. It's a huge bonus to the membership. I like seeing how people are editing their photos or seeing how people are taking their own photos. Having that community to help uplift each other is a huge bonus. Jen says it's unlike any other group that I'm in. She's like, I'm in a bunch of other hair groups, but the amount of encouragement people give and honest feedback, everyone is really kind. I love just being a part of it. And it's not just every month getting something in my email, like the stock photos or caption templates. I love the encouragement and the support, and knowing that Jamie is always there for us is really cool. Carissa says, I'd say that I'm just really grateful for the Facebook group because I feel more connected and engaged with my clients than I ever did before. And it's because of the encouragement inside the Facebook group. And Jessica says, the Facebook community is, again, my favorite part. I love being able to go in there, ask questions, comments, share my wins, see other people's wins. It's really inspiring. And just hearing from other people who are in the same boat or seeing people bounce ideas off each other, it's just really cool. Seeing what works for other people, and not only having Jamie's templates, but hearing what works for everyone else. I feel like there's just so much more than what we get sent monthly. We have an everyday check-in, and I love that. And so the Facebook group is growing, and the community is so incredible. And if you've been feeling alone or just feeling like it's so hard to do on your own, you need that community. And that's why that is so important. The Social Suite, honestly, is designed to save you time. So many of our members have said they've gotten new clients from it, and it's just a relief to know that I don't have to create everything on my own. It helps keep you post consistently and intentionally. I don't want you just posting, again, hair photo after hair photo after hair photo. I want you posting intentionally and consistently. And Peyton says, I've been able to post 6 days out of the week now because this has just made my feed look so much cleaner, and it's kept me at the top of other people's feed, which has led to a lot more business because I'm not forgotten. It also helps you convert those lurking followers that are scrolling by your content into actual clients. Margaret says, I've been gaining so many clients from Instagram. They actually tell me they've been stalking me, and they have full confidence in me after seeing my content and my photos. I literally gained 3 people last week, and I had another 2 people this week. Erin says, it's just been so amazing. I've gained 100 new followers in 3 months, and being able to talk with the other stylists has been really helpful in gaining my confidence and collaborating with ideas. So the entire monthly value of the upgraded Social Suite membership is $150 a month. But I wanted, again, for this to be something that was attainable for you. I want this to be something that is a no-brainer, that it's easy for you to say, yes, I need that. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So our new member price is actually $35 a month. But over this year, I've realized that our industry has been hit hard. And the fact that you're here watching this program and watching this class with me shows me that you are invested in your career and you are not somebody who takes this lightly. You're here to invest back in your career. And so instead of doing $35 a month, that is actually going to be the price of it next year. And we decided to, even though we upgraded the entire program, to actually keep it down at $25 a month. So you get all of this content, the stock photos, the caption templates, the mini training, the digital assets, the community, and then a bunch of other fun secret surprises for $25 a month. We upgraded the entire program for you to help you get results quicker and faster. And we wanted to make sure that it was something that is an easy no-brainer for you. And in fact, it actually breaks down to 84 cents a day. 84 cents a day, literally less than a cup of coffee a week. So I know for some of you, you're into the pumpkin spice latte, the $5 grande. It's probably actually more than $5 now, whatever, right? Literally breaks down to $5 a week, less than 84 cents a day. Instead of making that pumpkin spice latte that is not helping you grow your business, the Social Suite will actually help you grow your business and save you time in the process so you can make more money so that you can go get that pumpkin spice latte. How about that? And I want to say, isn't your time worth more than 84 cents a day? Heck yes, it is. Your time is so valuable. And that's why I wanted to create this, to help you post consistently and to help you save time. So we also have an annual membership as well, because I know for some of you, it's like, I don't want to have another monthly charge on my bills. I don't want to have to think about it. And so for those of you who are ready to commit to the annual membership, we actually threw in something a little bit special. So not only with the annual membership do you save money, so instead of it being $300 a year, it's actually $250 a year. So you technically get 2 months for free, but you also get a bonus workshop. And I actually taught this workshop to our Social Suite members a couple months ago. People were freaking out. So let me tell you about it. This is only for people who join at the yearly annual plan. So when you join into that plan, you're going to get access to this live workshop where we're going to go live in a couple weeks. And I'm going to teach you how to get big hair brands to notice you and want to work with you. So I'm going to teach you all the strategies on how to get noticed on Instagram by these big hair brands, by big repost pages, how to get to work with these big brands. And in fact, so many of our members were like literally asking, like, can I join this program or can I join this class? I want to get into it. And the only way that you get access to it is by joining at the yearly membership rate. So that comes absolutely for free. It's a $197 workshop that I'm including for you for free if you join the annual rate. So again, you get 2 months for free, you save $50 a year, and it ends up being $20 a month instead of $25 a month. And it breaks down to 66 cents a day. I had to do math there for a quick second in my head. It breaks down to 66 cents a day if you join at the annual rate. I also want to remind you that as a new member, your rate never increases. So if you join in today and when you join in today, your rate is never going to increase. So if you join in at the $25 a month, and how I mentioned that next year it's going to be going up to $30 or $35, your rate stays active. So no matter how long you're a member, you keep that rate locked in as long as you're an active member. And that is huge. You're grandfathered in. It's never going to go up in price. It's never going to get more expensive for you. You're going to keep that locked in. And I also want to let you know that there's no contracts. You're not locked in. So for those of you who are like, you know what, I want to try it for a couple months and see if it's the right fit for me, you can do that and you can cancel at any time. So we don't offer refunds, but you can cancel at any time if you want to. And you're like, you know what, I just want to check this out. There's literally no risk. You're not locked in. You can cancel. We're not like Verizon that makes you stay for 2 years, or, you know, Cox Cable. You can cancel at any time whenever the timing is right for you. So earlier, I mentioned about this content planner and toolkit. And so I just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you decide to join the Social Suite while we are here on this live class, we're going to go to Q&A in a quick second here. I wanted to just say thank you for showing up live. And I'm going to give you one last bonus. So you can get your hands on this content planner and toolkit. It's a $97 value. It's going to help you plan out your content for the next 2 to 3 months if you join the social suite while we are here on this live class. Now, I know some of you guys are in the chat box like, how can I join? There's a button down below this video. It'll take you right over to the page, and I'll give you the link in just a quick second here. But if you join while you're here, you're going to get this extra bonus absolutely for free. This is going to help you plan out your content. It's going to give you a ton of different ideas, Instagram story ideas. It's going to give you content ideas that don't rely on hair photos. So if you want more ideas than what I shared today, this bonus is for you. It's a $97 value. You're going to get it free, whether you join the monthly rate or the yearly rate, whatever that might look like. I want you to grab this bonus. So if you're here watching on the live class, you get access to that. So how to join, you can go over to the socialsuite4hairstylists.com, and that's how you can join in. You can join it at the $25 a month or the annual price, again, where you get the 2 free months and that bonus workshop that is going to be so good. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be in about a month. We're going to host that live. And just as a reminder, I want you to know that the doors to new members close on Monday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. So we only open it for a couple days. And so if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, you're like, you know what? I don't know if this is the right investment for me. Take your time, but you only have until Monday. And if you want to get that extra bonus of the fast acting bonus, you do have to join while we are here live, because I love action takers. I love people that are like, heck yes, I'm in. And so I want to reward you. So if you want this extra bonus, you got to join while we're here live. So I'm going to switch over my screen real quick here. I'm going to jump over to the Q&A. So what I would love for you to do, Mark is in the chat box. Go ahead and start typing in your questions in the chat box. Let me switch over my screen here. Pull me up. There we are. I had to turn my lights on, you guys. It's so funny. I normally don't have to turn on my lights when I'm doing these live classes, but it's been so dark here with the fires going on in California. Like, thankfully, we're not near any of the fires, but literally there's like this haze over the sky. I was going to say over the ceiling. No, over the sky. It's been so hazy. And so, yeah, I actually had to turn my lights on today, which is so crazy. Okay, let's see here. Just join, says Alex. Oh my gosh. Or Alexis. Yes, I love it. I love it. And yeah, if you guys are having any technical problems, just send us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com. We'll make sure to get back to you in a little bit. Mark is in the chat box. He's the one that answers emails. So we'll get back to you either today or tomorrow morning as soon as possible. But go ahead and type in the chat box your questions. We got a lot of great ones coming in. We've got 2 different chats going on over here. So I'm going to do my best to answer as many questions as possible. And again, I'm going to keep that page up for you if you want to get that bonus of the content planner, toolkit, workbook, all that stuff. If you want to get that, I'm going to keep that up as long as we're here on the Q&A. So I'm going to answer as many questions as possible. Ask them in the chat box. I want to make sure that we get you taken care of. So Mark's just typing in those questions real quick. And while he is doing that, it always takes a couple minutes. So I'm going to give it just a quick second here. I want to welcome in some new members. We've got Danny or Danielle, Alicia, who joined at the year. Yes, I'm so excited. We get to hang out at the extra membership. Camille, Lindsay, Stephanie, Judy, Christina, Jessica, Alexis, Kelsey, Allison, Callie, Anna, Jessica, Jenny Ray, Taylor, Lisa, Catherine, Amanda, Luan, Elena, Victoria, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing all your guys' names pop up. Jordan, Lauren, Alan, Ashley. Some of them haven't like registered yet. So there's a couple more. Somebody else with the year-long membership, Abigail. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is amazing. Okay. I'm going to jump over to the Q&A and let's see here. Okay. So Gabby says, what is the best time to post? Love this question because I know that this is something that's probably on everybody's mind. So back in the day, I used to use the Plan app to tell me what was the best time to post. And the Plan app doesn't work anymore. But on Instagram, you can actually see if you have a business account or a creator account in your insights. At the very bottom, there is I'll just show you real quick. Probably won't show up here as well. Let's see here. And of course, my phone's going to be slow right now. But in your insights, you'll be able to see, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, they actually have changed up insights a little bit. So it's a little bit different. But you're going to go into, of course, now as I'm trying to do this, shoot, it's in there. I love this. Don't you guys love it that I'm literally trying to figure this out right now? Followers, is that it? Yes. Okay. So you're going to click the total followers button When you click that, it's going to bring up a little thing like this. Oh, it actually is the right way. And you're going to scroll all the way down here, and it's going to show you this little graph down here at the very bottom, and it's going to say active times. And this is important because this shows you the hours and the days that your audience is most likely to be on Instagram. And so why this is important is you want to experiment. I think people like to ask the question of like, what's the best time to post? And ultimately, there isn't one best time to post for every single person. You have to figure out what's the best time to post for your audience. Especially for those of you who have local clienteles, it's going to be different. Then my best time to post might be different than yours. So look at that active time of when your audience is on Instagram and then experiment. And what I say recommend is try in the morning, try at night, try midday, figure out what's right. Because for some of you, maybe your audience is all, brand new moms and they're up at 3 a.m. nursing their babies, right? Like that could be a thing. So you have to figure out what's the best time to post. You have to figure out what is the best time to post for your audience and just experiment with it. But great question. Okay, this is a great question. What is your advice on somebody who's in cosmetology school, who's just starting out on Instagram and doesn't have picture perfect content? Yes. Love this question. So I think one of the things that is the most helpful is being able to create content while you're in cosmetology school. And it's actually funny. We have a member who joined the Social Suite while she was in cosmetology school, and she was feeling the same way of like, I just don't have content. I just don't know what to post. And from what she learned inside of Social Suite and what she learned with the photos, she was literally able to create the most gorgeous Instagram feed with the stock photos, with the content that she's creating, with the things that she's learned inside the Facebook group. She's literally been able to create an entire page from just that. And it didn't have to be, it actually wasn't a lot of hair photos. It was her doing video tutorials. It was her creating content for her audience. And so it wasn't necessarily even photos of her work. She was able to do that just from what she learned inside the Social Suite. So it's absolutely possible. It doesn't have to be all photos of your work, but I do recommend if you're in cosmetology school, using this time to really learn and practice and get better at it before you have this massive following and this huge clientele. Learn and practice and just get better at it. And I think that's the biggest thing is like you can just keep practicing and just keep, just keep working at it. Okay, let's see here. How can I grow and move up in the industry from working at Supercuts? Instagram. To be honest, Instagram is the best and fastest way to grow your business as a hairstylist. And so figuring out exactly what kind of content you're putting out there on Instagram. And I have a feeling that if you're just posting the same thing over and over again, like we talked about, right? Posting the same kind of content, posting the same hair photo after hair photo after hair photo. What's going to make you stand out from other stylists in your area? What's going to make you stand out to other clients? What's going to make you be unique? So I want you to really think about that. And I want you to start creating content in that way. And just because you work at a Supercuts or an Ulta or, a chain salon doesn't mean that you can't create content. You absolutely can. And with something like the Social Suite, you would be able to do that. You can mix in the caption templates with your photos. You can mix in the stock photos with your other photos. Absolutely. Chrissy says, I'm trying the link and it says it's not working. So there should be a link down below this video. If you're watching it on YouTube, there won't be. I know that comment came from YouTube, but you can go to thesocialsuiteforhairstylists.com and it should work. If not, let us know in the chat and we'll figure it out. Let's see here. Trina, how about girls who are new to extensions and don't have clients? Yeah, I think one of the best things that you can do is start bringing in models, start offering to do people's extensions. Maybe it's a client that you already have and you're like, hey, you know what? Have you wanted to try extensions? Have them purchase the hair from you, right? Charge almost like a color fee, right? It would be like an extension fee or a hair fee, and then do their hair and take photos of it and put it out on Instagram. That's one of the best ways that you can get started creating that new type of clientele. And again, having photos like inside the Social Suite, we have like extension specific photos. And so using a photo like that where you could talk about the services would be incredible so that you can talk about why extensions are amazing or why they would be a good option or who they're right for, right? Figuring out exactly what that content is so that you can speak to that dream client. Oh my gosh, so many great questions. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going through this and just like highlighting them so I don't miss them because there's so many good ones. Okay, let's see here. Sadie says, any tips on how to document my learning process on Instagram as a cosmetology student? I love this question. Yes, if you're a cosmetology student, I recommend documenting your entire journey. I wish this was something I could have done. We didn't have Instagram back then, but I kind of documented. I mean, like you saw the photo, right? One photo, but I didn't really document it a ton because there just wasn't a social media platform to do that. Sorry, my camera's like doing this thing where it like, yeah, okay. But I definitely recommend documenting the process, whether it's you working on a doll head, you learning a new technique that you're doing, you watching a new course or class or YouTube video. Document all of that stuff because it's just part of your journey. And this goes to show like it doesn't have to be a cosmetology student. I think that it's so important when we're talking about the different types of content that we talked about earlier. Document that process. Share with people a little bit more of your journey behind being a hairstylist and doing what you do. I think that is so important. And again, that's going to establish that know, like, and trust factor with your audience even more. Okay, let's see here. I don't do hair, but I work at a spa. Would the Social Suite be a right fit for me since I don't do hair? Actually, probably not. So the Social Suite is definitely geared towards hairstylists or salons because all of the props are hair-related content. So as of right now, we don't have anything for salon or like spa owners or other like estheticians or makeup artists. We don't have that right now. Hopefully there might be something fun in the future. But for now, it's just for hairstylists. So just wanted to share that. You could probably use the caption templates, but the photos probably, and even the caption templates are definitely geared towards hairstylists. So Little Menchie says, what do you use for editing photos? So I use the ViscoCam app. I love that app. I've used it from the beginning. It's so easy to use. They have great filters. And then honestly, sometimes I just use like the Instagram story filters, like for my reels and stuff. I've been using that. But I use the ViscoCam app, and then sometimes I'll just make little tweaks here and there. I just find it really easy to use, and it's something that I can just like pop in. I could edit a video with it, or I could just edit like a photo with it. So yeah, I love that. Okay, great question. Ash says, what if a client asks about your Instagram? Do you claim the photo as your own? Would you tell them about the Social Suite? I'm scared of what they might think. This is actually something that has come up before with some of our other members of, ooh, like, are my clients going to recognize like that's not my brush, or like I don't have that station or whatever. All of the photos are very much designed in a way that they fit a lot of different brands. So we definitely make sure that it's all inclusive, meaning there's no products in there that are labeled. There's no hair color lines. We make sure that everything is unlabeled. So no matter what hair color line you use or product line you use, you're never going to see something in there that's like a Moroccan oil bottle or something like that, right? They're all unlabeled. So first off, that is something that is just really easy. They're all inclusive, right? And secondly, this is something that came up. Some of our members were like, well, what if they ask? And so many of them have found that it's actually not a problem. If somebody asks, they're like, yeah, they just tell them about the brush, or they tell them about the curling iron or whatever, or they just say like, yeah, I'm part of a program that helps me, post on Instagram more consistently. But they found that most of the time clients don't even realize it or don't even ask. And they said, I thought this would be a problem. It really wasn't a problem. So we've had multiple members say that before, but it's such a valid concern. I totally understand that. Okay, Tyra says, any recommendations on editing your photos so they all have the same colors? So actually, like I said, I use ViscoCam to edit my photos. I don't use presets because I have found when you use a preset and then you put in a hair photo, you definitely want to make sure that if you're editing a hair photo that you keep it true to tone. So I go way more in depth in this inside my online program, Oh Hot Gram. For those of you who are curious about it, the doors are actually closed right now. We're in the process of upgrading it too. The doors will be open to that at the end of October. So if you're curious about Oh Hot Gram, that is the program that I'm going to go way more in depth into that, just because it's a lot more complicated, and I actually showed like a full tutorial. You can go to ohhotgram.com though if you're curious about that and want to get on the wait list for that program. But that being said, I don't necessarily think that they have to all be edited exactly the same. Like I said, I use ViscoCam, but it's how you organize your photos inside the Plan app. And that's why I'm able to use Instagram Reels, where I have like a different filter and then like a ViscoCam filter, or like a photo from one of my photographers. So It's all kind of all over the place. But yeah, it doesn't have to necessarily be all the same. Evelyn says, does the content that we get on a monthly basis ever expire? Can we see September and October? Great question. So yes, as long as you're a member, you're going to get all the content going forward. We don't take it away. However, you don't get past month's content. So like if you join now, you're not going to get to see August. That's exclusive for people that were there in August. So the greatest thing is the longer you're a member, the longer you get to keep that content bank, and the longer, not keep the content bank, but you're building up your content bank. And then even if you decide to cancel your membership, we do allow you to keep the content in there as well. All of it is downloadable. So you could also keep it on your computer or your phone. Totally. It's super easy to do. And we walk you through how to do that. But yes, you get to keep all the content, which is so great. It was something we had to work really hard on the back end to make the tech work for it all. But that was something that was really important to me. So yes, when you join in September, you're going to get all the content going forward as long as you are a member. Great question. Okay. Real quick here. Let me just hit refresh. Oh my gosh, we've got Megan that just joined in on the yearly basis. Tamra, Danielle, Netwolf. I'm not sure what your name is. It hasn't come through yet. Those are all yearly people. We're gonna hang out at the live class coming up soon. Amy just joined in. Christy joined in at a year. Savannah joined in. Chelsea. Tahanis, I think I'm saying that right. I apologize if I say it wrong. Jesse, Megan or Megan, Amari, Caitlin, Gloria, Sonia, Maciel joined in at a year. Ashley, Jinan, I think I butcher people's names. I apologize. Joined in at a year. Patricia, Esmeralda, Tara, Stephanie, Janelle joined in at a year. Kamiko. Oh my gosh, I just love seeing all your guys' names come in. Oh gosh, it's happening so fast. Ariana, Nicole, Fahita. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I said that right. Probably not. Rachel, Martin, another Rachel, Yulia, Jessica, Andrea, Carol, Steph, Maya, Jenny, Zuri, Nicole, another Nicole with the CH, Vicky, Kayla, Tracy. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I'm not getting everybody's names. Tracy just joined in at a year. Sarah joined in at a year. Ellie joined in. Marissa joined in at a year. Michaela joined in at a year. Gethsemane, Vera, I love it. Tamira joined in at a year. Christina, Aaron, oh my gosh, Nicole, Leah, Aaron, Amanda, Cindy. Oh my gosh, they're literally going by so fast. I'm not going to go through everyone's name, but I just want to say thank you for joining in. I'm so excited. If I missed your name, I apologize. I just want to say welcome in. I'm so excited to get to know you inside of our community, inside of our membership. All of you guys are getting access to the Toolkit Planner Guide, all of that stuff, which is so fun. It's a $97 value. You get it for free. You might as well join in now. I love it. Okay. Back to the questions. Again, I apologize if I missed your name. There were so many going by so quickly, but I'm very excited to have you here, and I will get to know you inside the Facebook group. Okay. Do you recommend an Instagram page overhaul, delete old content and start new and start fresh? What do you recommend? I actually don't. And here's the reason why. Kind of like how I mentioned earlier, is life is like a journey, right? And I love being able to go back and see all of the little fun things that has kind of kept up with your journey, right? And so I don't think that you should just delete and like call it a Hail Mary and just delete it all. I think that definitely you want to just start posting better now. And you can go back and you can archive a few things, right? If there's something that's like an old sale or like old graphic or just like hair photos that you're not very excited about, go ahead and archive those, right? But I don't think you should just delete everything. I think just start fresh here. And start posting unique new content. Start adding in that different types of content. Start writing better captions with the strong caption structure, right? All the things that we talked about today, you can just start moving forward. And one thing that's going to be really cool is you'll be able to go back and you'll be able to see that journey. And you'll be able to see, oh my gosh, look how far I've come. And like, look at my old work and my old Instagram page. And actually, this is something that I recommend people do is take a screenshot of where your page is at now and to where it is in the future. And I think it's so fun to be able to see that journey. And I always get so bummed when people are just like, I just deleted it all. I'm like, no, don't delete it. I think it's really cool. And I think it's cool for clients to see that too. So I don't recommend deleting it, but you can go through and clean it up a little bit. Okay. Should I be changing up the hashtags I use every single time, or is it okay to use the same 30 every time? yes, you want to change them up. So Instagram does not like repetitive. It does not like copy and paste. It does not like things that are automated. So even going back to the Planoly app, I definitely don't recommend setting it and forgetting it. I don't recommend having an app post on your behalf. I know that there are apps out there that you can say, hey, tomorrow at 8 a.m., I want you to post, and it'll post for you. I don't recommend that. The reason why is Instagram doesn't like it. They don't like anything automated. And when you're copying and pasting the same 30 hashtags over and over again, Instagram feels like it's a little automated. It feels a little bit like it's too easy, right? So they want you to change it up. So whether that's changing up the hashtags that you're using, changing up the order that they're in, all of that is important. So definitely I recommend you're on the right track when it comes to 30 hashtags. I recommend 20, 25, 30 hashtags, and then change them up for every single post. And you don't have to change them up like every time, but you definitely want to make sure that it's not just copy and pasting the same chunk of hashtags. Okay, great question. How do you feel about stylists having 2 separate pages, hair and personal? So there's a lot of different things on this. And I love this question because I see your heart behind it of like, should I have 2 posts? Should I have 2 things? What should I do? Should I incorporate personal content? And there's different ways that you can go about it. I personally have 2 pages. And the reason why is I have 1 page for business. That's the page that you probably found me on, the page that you probably follow me on. That is the page that I pour all of my time and energy into creating content for. Then I have my personal page. I literally never post on it. It's just for me to keep up with my friends and like be able to scroll through the feed, and it's like my friend content, right? Or like random people, bloggers that I follow, right? That's the only reason why I have a personal page, to keep it separate. Otherwise it'd be like a bunch of hair, and you got to get inspired by other things. So, but that being said, I don't pour any time or energy into creating content for my personal page. I pour time and energy into creating content for my business page. And so if you have 2 pages, you can't have both. You can't do both. It's way too much work. And if you have 2 pages and you're trying to run both pages and trying to create content for both, that's probably why you're feeling a little overwhelmed as well. So yes, you could use the strategies we talked about today, but even still, it's a lot of work to keep up with 2 pages. One has to take priority over the other. So I recommend, no matter what, having a dedicated business page that you are pouring time and intentional effort into. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be posting personal content. You should be sharing personal photos, selfies, stories, different things like that. And in fact, inside the Toolkit Planner, content toolkit planner, literally, I can't even think anymore. Inside of that, I share with you how to create different story ideas that aren't necessarily in the salon. So that's going to give you a ton of different story ideas so that you're showing off that personal side. Because again, it's all about that know, like, and trust factor with your audience. So hugely important. And yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Okay. Can you explain Instagram Reels? How do you choose what content to use in stories versus feed? Love, love, love this. Okay, so Instagram Reels. I love Instagram Reels. I am obsessed with Instagram Reels. And the reason why I'm obsessed with it is because Instagram loves Reels too. And they're pouring a lot of time and energy into promoting pages that are using Instagram Reels. Now, I've been experimenting with them since the day they came out because I'm a nerd when it comes to Instagram. And like I said, you should experiment. I experiment on my page. So I've been testing out a bunch of different things when it comes to Instagram Reels. But basically, Instagram Reels are just a fun way to have fun with Instagram. It's different kind of content than Instagram stories. I think Instagram stories are there for that personal connection, behind the scenes, intimate side of our life. A post on Instagram, just like in the feed, is definitely going to be a little bit more like formal, right? Like you can get to know and like trust people. It's probably a little bit more informational, educational, inspirational, whatever that might look like. And then you got Reels. Reels are meant to be fun, right? They're based off of TikTok. They're based off of being goofy and funny, and like they're just a fun way to show off your personality. So if you want to check out my Reels, I did a Reel all about why you should be using it as a hairstylist. Basically, the Instagram algorithm loves them right now. You're going to get a huge boost in your Instagram engagement if you start using Reels. And one thing I will say with that, you can't just post one Reel and ghost. You got to keep posting them. You got to keep trying out different things. And so My best way that I get ideas for reels or come up with content for reels is by watching other people's reels. So I go to the explore page, I click on the reels, and I just start watching other people's content. I start seeing, okay, what are other people posting? What songs are people doing? What dance moves are people doing? Like whatever. And I just start watching other people's things and I get so many ideas. So if you're struggling with Instagram reels and you're wondering like, okay, what the heck? How do I do this? Go check it out on Instagram. Just go consume the content and it will be amazing for you. And then how do you figure out which one to post on stories or feed? Sorry, my camera keeps doing that. On Instagram, I recommend if you're going to post an Instagram reel, post it to your feed. We did an experiment with this and it definitely works better with doing that. So you get more engagement that way. So yeah. Oh, this is a great question. What makes the Social Suite different from other similar programs? So actually, there aren't any other similar programs. There are other stock photos out there for other hairstylists. But with that, it's like you buy it and you buy the set, right? And you don't get anything new. So with that, you're not getting new content every month. You're just going to use those ones up and hopefully you like all of them and hopefully they fit your page and hopefully not everybody else is using them, right? So when you buy just a set, that's all you're getting. With the Social Suite, you're not only getting just the stock photos, you're getting the caption templates, the caption prompts, so that you don't have to write all your captions on your own. You're getting the Instagram mini training of the month, so you can stay up to date every single month with what's working on Instagram and make sure that you're implementing all of the right strategies. You're gonna get access to the little bonuses that we throw in there, and you're gonna get access to the community. And I think so many people downplay the community of like, yeah, a Facebook group. But honestly, it has been so many of our members, they have said, the Facebook group is my favorite part, the community, having a place where I can ask a question, get feedback, where I can go in there, I can post a photo or post a screenshot and people can share with me what they think. I can get that feedback right away. So the community aspect of it is so important. And so there actually aren't any programs like this out there. Now, some people ask me the question of, what's the difference between Social Suite and OHotGram? So if you haven't heard, I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but OHotGram is my signature online program that helps hairstylists completely transform their business with Instagram. And so OHotGram is almost like a college course, if you could think about it that way. It's going to give you the step-by-step everything you need to know on the strategy on how to grow your business with Instagram, get more dream clients, get more high paying clients, get booked out, and ultimately have a business and life you love. So it's the strategy side. It's videos and workbooks and the college course, right? It's a huge investment type of program. I want you to think about $1,000. So it's a big investment. Then we've got Social Suite. The Social Suite is a monthly membership. You get content for as long as you're a member, and it's basically content done for you. So inside OHotGram, we don't give you any content. You're doing all the work yourself. You're learning all the strategies. You're implementing all the things. And the Social Suite is content done for you so that you don't have to create it on your own. It's the photos, it's the caption templates, it's the community. It's all of that. Yes, there is a little bit of strategy inside of Social Suite with the monthly strategies, but nowhere near as like OHotGram. OHotGram is like the Mac Daddy big investment program. So we actually have members that are in both. And in fact, they usually start in Social Suite, go to OHotGram, and then come back to Social Suite because they're like, yeah, now I have the strategy, but I need the content. This is going to make my life so much easier. So we have a ton of members in both. So hopefully that gives you a quick little overview. OHotGram, like I said, won't be opening up till end of October. And if you want to get more information about that, you want to get on the wait list, you can go to ohotgram.com and check it out over there. But like I said, Social Suite is basically content done for you. And there aren't any other programs out there for hairstylists like this. And that's why it became such a huge passion of mine to create this, because this was literally something that I saw so many other people lacking in. They're like, I need photos, I need captions. I struggle so much with keeping up with Instagram. And so that's where the Social Suite was born from. So yeah, Linda says, how much is OHotGram? Yeah, so just so you guys are familiar, we actually are finalizing the pricing of it because we're in the process of upgrading the whole program, and we have some fun announcements coming out about OHotGram in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned on my Instagram. So we actually don't have the finalized price listed publicly yet, but you can think somewhere around about $1,000. And like I said, it's a one-time payment. We have a payment plan as well, but once you're in for life. So it's like, again, it's more of like a course versus Social Suite is content. And Social Suite is like a membership, right? So you can cancel at any time. OHotGram, you're in, you got to pay it off, all that kind of stuff. So it's an investment versus something that's like a tool. So toolkit, college course. That's kind of how I think of it. But great question. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. I love it. But real quick, before I dive into more questions, I want to welcome in some new members. We have Michelle, Rachel, Yolanda, Tyra, Crystal, another Rochelle, Shelly, Cadence, Veronica, Cassandra, Fran, Caitlin, Carly, Amanda, Brianna, Gia, Allie, Ashley, Liza, Bobby, Kaylin, Eliza, Ashley, Melina, Keisha. I don't think it's Kesha. I think it's Keisha. Susie, Ashley's going to join us for the year. Simone, Lindsay's joining us for the year. Krista's joining us for the year. Melissa's joining us for the year. Shauna's joining us for the year. Vicky joining us for the year. Alexi, or Alexi? Am I saying that right? My brain is like totally going right now. Allison, Sasha's joining us for the year. Georgia, Brittany, Sarah, Nicole, Megan joining us for the year. Tamara, I don't even know if I've caught up. I think so. We've got quite a few. Sonia's coming in. Oh my gosh. Chelsea. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, if I've missed your name, I apologize. I'm seeing so many of you guys like say, I joined. Stephanie says I joined. Oh my gosh. So good. I just joined, says Cindy. What about Instagram highlights? Okay, Savannah, this is a great question. So Instagram highlights, we actually have an Instagram strategy of the month training coming up all about Instagram highlights. In fact, this month's, so September's, mini training is going to be dropped on the 15th. So every single month, we have like a whole schedule of when the new content comes out. So you guys will see it inside the program. It's inside the success path. So you'll be able to see all of that. But the 15th of the month is when the mini trainings come out. And this month we actually have a little sneak peek on Instagram highlights, just a little tip, like a small one. But in a future month, we're going to be talking all about Instagram highlights and how you can be strategic with them. Because I think so often, a lot of times people just like post their Instagram highlights and then it's like they post the same thing. It's like, just save it and like, oh, yeah. You got to get strategic with it because almost your Instagram highlights are almost like tabs on a website. And we have to think about it from a customer's perspective or a new client's perspective or a potential follower's perspective. So we're going to be having a whole Instagram training. It's way too much to go into right now. But yeah, that's coming up soon. I'm so excited for that one. So good. Danielle says, should I make a Facebook group? Should I make a Facebook to join the Facebook group? Yes. The Facebook community is a huge part of the membership. You definitely don't have to be in there, but it's a huge resource. So I definitely recommend if you're not on Facebook, we have a lot of members that just create like fake, like a Finsta, like a fake, fake Facebook just to join the group. So if that's you, Danielle, and you use a different name, it'll ask you for your name. Just go ahead and send us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com, and we'll make sure that we make sure to add the right person for sure. Okay. I want to make sure we have two different chats. So I'm always trying to make sure that I get answered. Okay. Andrea says, what do you use for editing video or for creating reels? My favorite app, almost ever. I wouldn't say ever, but one of my favorite apps is called InShot. I've used this app for like so long since it came out, and it has gotten so much better. It's amazing. And in fact, I actually have an Instagram, an IGTV, all about how to use InShot to create reels, and how to add music if you don't have the music feature. So go check that out. But InShot, my favorite app. It's so good. I wouldn't say favorite. It's up there. I've got a couple favorite apps. InShot is amazing. Kaylin says, I just joined. Yay. How do I get the planner? When you log into your membership, it's going to be inside already. So it'll be in there. It's all good. If you join at that link, the socialsweeperhairstylist.com, as long as you joined while you're here, which you did, you're good. And just so you guys know, once I jump off this call, we're going to be turning, like you'll still be able to join through that link, but you won't get the planner. So we're going to switch that link over. So again, if you want to jump on that, get that content planner, $97 value. It's amazing. It literally is going to tell you what to post for the next 2 to 3 months. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think like, should I do a personal photo? Should I do this photo? It's going to give you all the content ideas, and it's going to give you an exact map of what to post. So makes your life so much easier. So good. Okay. Okay, Keisha says, are we able to message you if we have questions after this? So I actually don't offer educational advice through Instagram DMs. I reserve that specifically for our members. So if you have a question, you can post in the Facebook group. We have other team members that are in there that are helping. Sometimes I pop in there. I'm not offering support inside the Facebook group, but the group is such an incredible support group. You don't even need me to answer the questions. That group is amazing. So I think Keisha, you joined in. So post your questions inside the Facebook group. You'll get them answered. They're amazing. And then, yeah, we actually do reserve that just specifically for our OHOT Graham members where they can ask me questions inside that Facebook group. So just to have a little bit of a boundary and to, make sure that when I am showing up and doing things like that I'm giving you guys my time. And I don't take this lightly. Like, I love being able to answer your questions, and the fact that you hung out with me for an hour and 43 minutes and that we get to answer questions is so incredible to me. So I reserve them for very specific things, and it allows me to just save my time so that I am able to show up for all of our students and members appropriately. So hopefully that all makes sense. Let's see here. Nick Morgan says, you have great photos on your Instagram. To hire a photographer can be expensive. Do you have a professional photographer, and do you set aside time to do bulk photos at once? Yes and no. So yeah, I guess yes and yes. So a lot of times I actually used to take a lot of my photos myself before I had a photographer. So I would take my phone. Phones are amazing now, guys. Like, back in the day, they were not as good, but literally I would set up my phone on like a tripod, and I would set the self timer, and I would take a bunch of photos of myself. I used to do this. I'd go into the salon. I would set it up, not even on a tripod, like literally on my my trolley, right? Set it up like a bowl behind it, put my little phone in there, and I would take photos that way. So you don't necessarily need to have a professional photographer in order to get this kind of content. You could have a coworker take photos of you. You could do self timer. But at the same time, investing in a photographer is amazing too. So yeah, I do work with a photographer where I get a lot of content with them, but it's not something that's necessary. And I don't want that to hold you back from posting photos of yourself, posting photos of you working on clients. I think that is so, so important. So yes, Evelyn says, I joined. I've been following you for so long, and I'm so excited to be a member. Yay, I'm so excited. Mishi says, top favorite apps. I love that this came up because I just said it's my favorite app. So I used to say the Plan app. My heart is broken. It is not the same. It has been out of commission for a while. So Planoly is an app that I couldn't live without, a planning app. So Planoly would be one of them. ViscoCam, my favorite editing app, and InShot. I think those would be my favorite 3 apps. So, and then of course Instagram, right? But those are the 3 apps that I use on a regular basis to create my content. And it's as simple as that. It doesn't need to be all these things, and I don't have all these presets and all this crazy stuff. Some people do, and that's great. But I like to keep it simple, because if you're anything like me, you don't want to be overwhelmed with Instagram. You got to keep it simple, right? So Jesse says, what is the Facebook group? So the Facebook community is what you get when you join in. And when you join in, you're going to get all of your information. So right after you join in, you're going to see the little thank you page. You're going to see a cute little video from me. Go ahead and watch it. It'll give you your next steps. And then you'll get an email from us with all the information, including the link to join the Facebook group, link to log in and get all of your content, link to see all of the new things. And one thing I will mention is, when you first join in, I want you to watch the welcome video. There's a welcome video on the front page. That's going to help set you up for success. It's going to share with you when all of the content gets dropped every month, where it's going to be, how to access everything. So definitely make sure to watch that video when you first log in, and it's going to share with you. Elspeth said, I joined. I love it. I'm so excited. Let's see here. Linda says, I signed up before this class. Will I get access to the Act Fast program? So the planner. So Linda, send us an email. We have to see when you joined in, but typically that's just for people who join while they're on the live class. But send us an email, Jamie@JamieDana, and we can take a look into that. Okay. How many times a week do you recommend posting? Okay. So I used to say you want to post every other day, but now I kind of think that it's okay to post 3 or 4 times a week. And that I mean on your feed. So that would be a Reels, a video, post, just like a regular post, a carousel, whatever. I think 3 to 4 times a week is great. In fact, I don't think you need to be posting every day. I surely don't post every single day. I'm posting about 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes less. My content strategy is a little different than what I coach to, because you guys are building. So it's a little different, but I don't think you need to be posting every single day. I think that that is just kind of an outdated strategy, but you still want to be consistent. So one thing I don't recommend is posting like 3 days in a row and then going like a week and a half and like not posting anything. And then like 2 times in one day and then like, brrr, I call it like machine gun, right? Like it's like you're shooting all these posts out and then like ghost and you got to reload, right? I don't recommend doing that. That is definitely not something I recommend. So I would say 3 to 4 times a week on your feed. And then you want to be consistent on Instagram stories. I think that that's really important as well. So when somebody new lands on your Instagram page, they're going to want to check out your Instagram stories. So I think that that's really, really important as well. Jesse says they just joined the Facebook group. Yay. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay. Let me go through. You guys are killing it with your questions tonight, by the way. I love it. Okay, I'm going to just welcome in a few more people. We got like about 10 more minutes and we're going to hang out here. I want to be respectful of your time. We're getting up on the 2-hour mark. So thank you for hanging out here with me this long. I love it. I know it's like probably 4 a.m. for some of you guys, or 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, wherever you are. So thank you for being here. I'm just grateful for you. So we got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to finish up these last couple questions, but one thing I wanted to mention is if you want that fast acting bonus, once we jump off this call, we're turning off that link. And so you won't get access to it. So the doors to Social Suite are open until Monday. But if you want that extra bonus, you can't even purchase it. The only way that you can get it is by joining here live on this call. So just wanted to mention that. We always get emails afterwards that are like, shoot, I missed it. Can I still get it? And it's like, nope, you had to join while you were there live. So it's a fast acting bonus for a reason, guys. So I just wanted to mention that if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it. And again, you get it at the monthly or the yearly membership. So either way. But of course, with the yearly membership, you do get the 2 months free and the bonus workshop, which is going to be killer. So Marisol joined in, Sarah joined in, Wendy, Jesse, Esther, Nicole, Elspeth, I saw your name come up. Evelyn, hey girl, Michelle, Rachel, Yolanda. I love it because it's like, there's people in the chat and then I see their name pop up. So I think it's so, so good. Okay, let me see here. Does this help give content for stories? Yes. Yes. So one of the cool things is with the stock photos and with the little monthly bonus every month is different, right? So sometimes it's content for stories, sometimes it's little templates, bunch of different things. Not going to spill the beans too much, but there's a lot of different things. So every month is a little bit different. So sometimes there is content specifically for Instagram stories. So yes, it gives you access to that. But we have a lot of our members use the stock photos for their stories. So for instance, Jamie, the girl that I mentioned earlier, she uses the stock photos as like a background. And then she'll say like, I had this appointment available, text to book it or something like that. So we have members using them in so many different ways. And in fact, we've had members use them not even on Instagram. A lot of them use it on Facebook. You can use them anywhere that you want. So the stock photos are yours to use. In fact, the only way that you can get access to these stock photos is by being a member. And so you can use them on your website, on your blog posts, on your Pinterest, on your business cards. We've had people use them in like so many different ways. Thank you cards for their clients. They can be used in a variety of ways. It's not just for Instagram. That's what they're designed for, but you have access to do with them what you please. So a lot of people use them for Instagram stories. So yes. And then in the content planner and toolkit, there's a whole section there for Instagram story ideas. So there's a whole page that's going to give you a bunch of ideas. So if you get access to that, then yeah, you'll get a bunch of ideas in there. But that's a great question. Okay. Jesse says, Jamie, I use the plan app, but you said it doesn't work. What about it no longer works? So for some accounts, it doesn't work anymore. So basically they had this whole thing. They sent out an email. I've been a member for like basically from the beginning. And they were saying that like they had something with Facebook that they had to like go through, I don't know, something techie, and it just stopped working for like weeks. It still doesn't work on my phone. It is working on other people's phones, but it's just been really glitchy. And so I've been using Planoly. Planoly, Later, Unum, whatever you want to use what works best for you. But ultimately, as long as you're using a planning software, that's the most important. Okay, Tanya says, I'm in Australia, so it's over $300. I can't afford it at the moment, but it sounds amazing. So Tanya, we actually have the monthly option as well. So you don't have to join it at the year or the annual price, because I know with the exchange rate, it is quite a bit. We have a lot of Canadians, we have a ton of Australians that are in there. And, the exchange rate, I wish I could make it different. Unfortunately, we can't. But yeah, you could join in at the monthly rate as well. And then you could cancel at any time whenever you want. So yeah, I think that it would be great. And the cool thing is, if you think about it this way, it's like, okay, let's just try it for a month, $25. You get 45 stock photos. You're going to get all the caption templates and prompts. You're going to get the Instagram mini training. You're going to get the bonus that we did this month, which, by the way, the bonus this month is amazing. Like, people are freaking out about it. So good. You're going to get all of that content for $25. If you had to buy it individually, it would cost you over hundreds of dollars, because the stock photos alone typically are anywhere from like $1 to $3 a stock photo if you buy them just like a stock photo place. Caption templates, can't even get those anywhere. That's like not possible. But if you had like a copywriter, like had somebody come in and create that content for you, you'd be paying them quite a bit of money to create all of that content. And then the bonus stuff, it would just cost so much. So I just want to say that for $25, you're getting a lot of content and really useful content. So for those of you who are on the fence and you're thinking about it, and you're like, I don't know, is it worth it to invest? I want to encourage you to take that leap of faith. And again, if you join while you're here, you also get that content planner and toolkit, which is a $97 value. You're literally going to get that for free on top of it. So yeah, I know that with exchange rates, it can be a little challenging, but you're getting so much value for that. I think that it's worth trying. Plus you can cancel whenever you want if it's something that doesn't quite fit your, doesn't fit with what you're doing. Sylvia says, what about renewals? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So can you clarify a little bit? Amy says, where's the link? There should be a link down below this video. If not, you can go to the social suite for hairstylists.com. It's on this little, wrong way. Right there. That link right there, the social suite for hairstylists.com. And you can get in. I think it's still working. Let me double check just to make sure. I would hate for it to not be working. It's working. Yes. Because people are joining in. So it should be working, you guys. You can just type that in as well. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, such a great question. Ash says, what if the pictures from the social suite look different from your own photos and your Instagram pictures don't really match? So we actually had a lot of members that were concerned about this when they first joined as well. Like, well, what if it doesn't fit my brand? Or what if it doesn't quite match my current photos? Like, how does that work? And it's been really cool because so many of them have said, it actually gave me more confidence with my Instagram photos than what I had before. I've been taking better photos. I've been getting advice from people in the Facebook group. I've been changing up the way that I've been doing things. And my Instagram page not only looks amazing because I'm incorporating different types of content, but my confidence in my photo taking has gotten so much better. And so that isn't something that's really cool. Not something like I expected, but I love it. I think that's so amazing. And so if you're feeling like, I don't know if it's going to match my photos, that's actually why we have 45 different stock photos every single month. And to be honest, you're not going to be posting all 45 every month, right? You really only need a couple every single month to incorporate with your content, right? This is designed for you to incorporate with your content. So if you're worried about it not quite matching, typically all of our members have found something that matches, or it inspires them to create their own content. And then on top of it, you also get the caption templates as well, which are a huge thing. And most of our members say, I would pay just for the caption templates. Like, literally, forget the stock photos. The caption templates are here. And then the mini training and the bonuses and the Facebook group, like, it's all encompassing. It's not just the stock photos. So just wanted to say that. Nuri says, I'm a member already. Do I have the planner? So the planner only comes for people who join on these live classes, Nuri. So if you want to send us an email, you totally can, and we can check your account to see if you have it or not. Okay. Laura says, is the $250 yearly good until Monday? Yes. So both offers are good until Monday, the $25 a month, or the annual plan at $250 for the year with the bonus workshop. Everything's included. That's good until Monday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. Then we're going to close the doors, and we don't really have a plan of when we're going to be opening them up again. But the only thing that expires right now on this class is that free content planner and toolkit. So I just wanted to mention that real quick. Okay, I'm going to take just a couple more questions here. Let's see here. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, how can we make sure that the photos we take are the same quality photography levels as your photos? So that's a great question Adriana asked. So again, kind of like I just mentioned, I think being in the membership is going to help you up-level your photos all together anyways. And like I said, inside the little Social Suite mini trainings of the month, we are sharing tons of advice when it comes to that kind of stuff. And the Facebook group is just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to that. So we've had members post a photo of like, I don't know what's not working, like what's not, help me diagnose this problem. Like, why does this photo not look good? And people have been like, oh, it's just editing it this way. And let me show you how. Or maybe the lighting needs to be changed, or, try this, try that. And they like show their photos and like how they've done it. And so that is a huge wealth of knowledge, a huge resource. If you feel like that's something that you're struggling with, I think it would be really helpful for you. And ultimately, it doesn't need to match my style or the Social Suite style of photos. Incorporating them in will just up-level your page altogether. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, great. Shauna says, I'm wondering the best way to add in education as part of my Instagram. I'm working as an educator now for an extension brand, but still working behind the chair, still doing weddings. Do you feel like it would be confusing to have one account? I just don't want to, but I also don't want my Instagram to feel disjointed. Such a great question. This is actually something that I did. So for those of you who are like, you know what, I feel like I'm really good with my Instagram. I feel like I'm, got my clientele built, but like I'm ready to kind of take that next level of my business. Like, what does that look like? Ultimately, you can be speaking to both people at once. And I personally don't think that you should start a separate Instagram page. Like I said earlier, it's way too much work. So I recommend posting for different audiences. And so you might have one post that speaks to a wedding client, right? A bride. But then you have another post that maybe speaks to the educator, to another stylist who is wanting to build their business as a bridal stylist, right? So maybe you can speak to them. And basically, I started to kind of do this where it would be 50-50. 50% of my content was for other hairstylists, and then 50% of my content was towards clients. And I just started to mix that in. And then it became 75-25. So 25% was for clients, 75% was for other hairstylists. And then ultimately, when I stepped away from being behind the chair, all of my content was obviously towards hairstylists. So I don't think you need to have two pages. I think that it absolutely is possible to mix in both. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to, Cameron says, so if we sign up right now during this live on the website, we can still get the planner. Yes. I'm going to answer one last question. So that's going to give you guys just a couple more minutes. If you've been sitting here, if you're on the fence, if you're still thinking about it, I know that there's somebody out there that's like, I don't know, should I do it? Here's the thing. I am you. Okay. I have watched many an online class and been like, oh my gosh, should I pull the trigger? I don't know. Or like the deadline's coming up and I'm like, but if I do it, I get the free thing. And like, I just go in my brain about it. Like I am totally that person. So if that's you, I'm speaking to you right now. I want to just ask you, what are you waiting for? And what are you missing out on by not joining in? And so I know for some of us, it's an investment, right? It absolutely is an investment in our business. But I want you to be thinking, how much is my time worth? How much would I feel? How would I feel if I had a lot of this stuff done for me? If I could finally not be stressed out, if I didn't have to feel overwhelmed with Instagram. And the word that you wrote down in the beginning of this class, I want you to go back to that. And you wrote that down for a reason, because you were imagining how it would feel to not be stressed out, to not feel like you had to keep up with Instagram all the time. And this solution is a toolkit and a plan for you so that you don't have to feel like that. I created this membership so that I could help the person that I was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when I was stressed out, when I was crying on my couch, literally feeling hopeless, that I wanted to quit this industry because I just didn't even know what to do. And so if that's you, I just want you to be thinking about, okay, what if I don't invest? What if today goes by and I'm like, you know what? The Social Suite's not for me, not right now. I want you to think about, what does your life look like in 6 months? Are you still trying to figure out Instagram? Are you still stressed out? Are you still posting, and having to create all this content on your own and still wondering what to write for the captions and still feeling like you don't have the support? Or let's flash forward 6 months from now if you decided to join in. And now you've got content every single month. Now you know what to say on Instagram. Now you have the captions. You literally copy and paste them. And instead of it taking you 30 minutes to write a caption, it takes you 2 minutes to write a caption. What would that look like? How much time would that free up for you? And so I think so often we can look at it like, just like, I don't know, I don't have the money to invest right now. And I want you to think, instead of like, okay, what if I did have the money to invest right now? What would my life look like? And so the reason why I'm speaking to you right now, if you're watching this and you're sitting there on the fence, is because I'm speaking to myself. I've literally been that person that has sat on the fence, and then I've done both things. I've made the decision to not invest in something, and ultimately it cost me in the long run. It took me more time. It took me more time to, do whatever I wanted to learn, or it just cost me so much more in the long run. And when I did invest, it was something that I was so grateful that I did. So I just wanted to share a little bit more of my journey, because if you're anything like me, we want to save time. We want to grow our businesses, and we want to save our time doing it. So hopefully that's helpful. Andrea says, can we join anytime? Yes and no. You have until Monday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. And then after that, the doors close to new members. And we only open the doors a couple times a year. So after Monday at 9 p.m., we're closing the doors for a little while, and you won't be able to get in. But like I said, if you join here while we're here on this class, as long as I'm still talking, you're going to get access to that free content planner toolkit workbook. It's a $97 value. It's amazing. It's going to help you plan out your next 2 to 3 months worth of content. Again, saving you time. I'm thinking about you guys. Amy says, I'm ready to finally get to new school and join Instagram. This will bring so much relief to the anxiety of starting. Just join. Excited to get started. I love it. We had so many members. And in fact, over on the page, the website for the Social Suite for hairstylist.com, we have some videos, and they're just like, just join. One of the girls, Jen, she's like, it was one of the best things. And she's like, I don't even use all the content. I don't use all the stock photos, or I don't use all the captions. But the community, the mixture of all of those different things has been so pivotal in my business. And she's like, if anybody's on the fence, it is so worth your money. It is so worth it to join in. And it's just really cool to even watch how she's grown. And I actually shared her story a little bit earlier in today's class, but it's been so cool to just watch that. And so just want to share that with you. As we wrap up, I'm going to answer one last question here. Again, if you guys want to get that toolkit planner and workbook, $97 value, you can get it for free. I'm going to be finishing this one last question. Okay. Any suggestions on engagement? How can we get more engagement? I love this question because I think that's always the question, right? How do I get more likes? How do I get more comments? And I kind of want to shift this around on you. Instead of thinking, how can I get more likes? How can I get more comments? How can I get more targeted engagement? So how can I get my followers, who are lurking followers, who are just scrolling by, to actually engage with me, to actually start to get to know me? And again, what we talked about earlier with the captions, that is pivotal. And that strong caption structure will help those audience members start to get to know you, start to get to engage with you, and ultimately click the book button. And so all of the captions inside of Social Suite are written in a way to help you show up on Instagram, help you get to know your audience better, help create better engagement, not only just getting likes, but getting comments and getting targeted comments from the people who you want to turn into clients. And so all of the captions are written in a way so that you don't have to think about it. I think it's sometimes really challenging to be like, okay, not only do I have to think about a caption, but I got to think about a good caption that gets good engagement and helps my audience get to know me and helps me turn that person into a client. And it can feel overwhelming. And so what if every single month you had 15 caption templates and prompts that you just copy and pasted and popped right into your Instagram? And again, instead of it taking you 30 minutes to write something, you're there. It takes you 5 minutes to customize it, and bam, it's done for you. And not only is it done for you, but it's actually helping people turn into actual clients. So that is a huge thing. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to engagement. Captions are a big deal. Like I said, so many of our members have loved them, and I love it. Nala says, I'm so excited to use this content since I graduated cosmetology school. I love it. I love that we have so many cosmetology schools or recent graduates in here. I think it's so amazing. Like I said, we've had so many of them join the program, and they said it was one of the best things they could have done to start off their career. So love that. Real quick, I just want to welcome in a few more people. I keep seeing, I keep getting notifications of more people joining in the Facebook group. I love it. Mark is over there. Welcoming you guys into the Facebook group. I'm excited to get to know you. We have Aon, or Auntie, I don't know how to say that, Veronica, Brittany, Marie, Michelle, Cameron, Maria, Amy, Keisha, Asami, Haley, Adriana, Akemi, or Ekemini. I'm so sorry if I apologize, you guys. This is not my forte. Ali, Samantha, Marina, Vanessa, Heather, Stephen, Orheta, Angela, Sabrina, Jake, Kelly, Robert. I love it. I love it, you guys. Marisol, Sarah, Wendy, Jesse, Esther, Nicole, Michelle. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I'm excited to meet every single one of you, and I'm excited to be a small part of your journey. I think for me, this is my passion. This is what I love. My mission is to help you, the hairstylist, you, a driven hairstylist. The fact that you're here still watching this 2 hours in shows me that you care about your business and you care about your clients and you want to be able to help more people as a hairstylist. And my goal is to help you help more people. My goal is to help you get the right clients in your chair so that you can be doing hair that you love, so that you can be charging the prices that you want to charge, and ultimately so you can have a career that you absolutely love. And I think that it ties so well in together. And so I would love to welcome you into the social suite. I'm going to jump off here. We're going to finish up those questions. Thank you guys for being here with me tonight. This is like the longest live class we've ever done. So thank you for hanging out. You guys had so many amazing questions. It is now 8:15 where I live. And you know what? I'm going to leave that page up for about another 15 minutes. I'm going to grab some food, grab some water. I'm going to leave that up. If you guys want to get the content planner and toolkit, I'm going to leave it up for 15 minutes so that you can go do that right now. I know some of you didn't want to leave because you wanted to hear all the questions. So I'm going to leave it up for 15 minutes. We're going to switch that off. After that, that's going to be your last chance to get the content planner and toolkit for free. You can't even buy it. So if you want to get it, it's a $97 value. Go ahead and head on over to thesocialsuiteforhairstylists.com. And for those of you who are just still thinking about it, totally understand. If you have any questions, we also have a little chat box over there where you can send us an email. If you want to see, like, is this right for me? Send me a DM. I'd love to chat with you. I want to make sure that it's going to be the right fit for you. So again, you can go to thesocialsuiteforhairstylists.com. Check it out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'd love to see your Instagram stories. I'm just noticing I'm over here on Instagram and I'm like, oh, cool. My hair's been sticking up this whole time. That's cute. But tag me in your Instagram stories. If you're joining in, there's a little graphic to post. And I just want to welcome you into the social suite. I'm so excited to be a part of your journey. So excited to get to know you and just to see what you're able to do and ultimately to help you have a better life when it comes to Instagram. So thank you for being here tonight. We will chat